Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
All right, everybody, welcome in to session 7 and the end of Act 1.
Yeah,
So,
you better believe it.
before we get started, I want to make this announcement. I think we said it last time. This is the end of Act 1, and we are going to be taking a couple weeks break for in between acts so I can get the writing and editing done beforehand so we can play and not have to worry about all the time constraints. So, with that being said, we'll probably do a couple one-shots here and there in between to kind of give you guys some stuff. Not going to be like every week, but we will be doing a little bit. We'll update you further when I get a kind of a time schedule of when everything's going to be happening. This isn't a 5-hour session. It's only 4. It's only going to be 4. Don't worry.
You really think it's going to take us full? Are you?
I mean,
the BS that we do every session.
Actually, there are 10 maps, but they'll go by quick. So,
what the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. All right. I hear you. I hear you worrying. Just. All right.
Don't worry about
Deep
the
breath.
50 minutes of cutscenes.
Shut the fuck up.
There is
The
nothing
50
to worry
minutes of
about.
cutscenes. I'm also not going to be here on the June 28th.
That's
So,
cool. Yeah, we probably
that
won't be
week.
starting by then for Act 2, if I'm being real.
Dude,
What
I could
that
be in
weekend,
fucking
'cause I'm going to
Antarctica.
rally.
Me mad that I called. What did I miss? I
I could be in fucking Antarctica on June 28th.
Oh yeah,
June 28th. I will. Exist.
I'll be in rallying.
Oh, fair enough.
I should no
Yeah.
longer be recovering from medical procedures. We will be chilling.
W. Yeah, I think my hope is that we can start Act 2 by like mid-July, but it depends on how long it takes to edit everything. Because writing, if I'm being honest, I should be, if I can knock it out quickly, hopefully by mid-May I can have it done, and then we can get to recording. And then my goal is to have editing hopefully done around start of July, end of June. So, anyway, that being said, you guys ready to start the last session of Act 1? How are we feeling?
No,
Okay.
Let's do it.
All
I'm
right.
gonna go home.
You are home.
No,
I
I'm
am
not.
home.
All
I'm
right.
going back to Purdue.
I'm in your
Good.
walls.
Come and
Mama
kiss me on my
Panther, when
hot
did you
mouth
graduate
then.
high school?
Don't, Blair. Don't go down
Huh?
this road.
Oh, recap.
you make
Yes,
mine?
recap. Thank you for that. When we last left off, very emotional episode. We had what we had
I jorked it real hard.
Silas being or Clyde being an absolute menace and making a lot of guards in their own life because they were so terrified of him. We had the group cause an avalanche and kill a bunch of guards. And then Blur ultimately killed his best friend. And they had a little heart-to-heart at the end, which was very sad and very traumatic for Kunk, I'm sure. And then we found out that Jacques, the kingpin of Perennia, was murdered by his son, Theron, who has been a constant antagonist
What?
throughout this.
Yeah, what?
A constant antagonist.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And anyway,
Hey, are these docks abandoned?
no, don't worry
Why
about
are
it.
there no workers?
Can we mention this in a second? Listen, and anyway, I'm doing something.
Is it Sunday? Is this like their day of resting for religion?
We'll get there in a minute.
No, he
But
doesn't do it.
but anyway, and then we found out like that Jacques was dead. Victor, obviously mad because Jacques was a father figure to him, and he is now on a warpath, wanting to kill Theron, and he has returned home to Perennia to do just that. Where we will pick up is the first cutscene. So I need to share my screen real quick. I forgot to do that.
The sign is special, starting with a cutscene.
I mean, hey, it helps you get into the island, you know? Helps you figure out what's going on. It's a nice little start.
My
Anyway,
screen's so small. I
Yeah.
miss my monitors.
all right.
Are you home? That's right.
Yeah, I'm like home.
All right, cool. Let's get into it. As the sun sets on the horizon, Victor is standing on the deck of the ship, watching as the tide rises and falls. The crew scuttles around the ship, and the captain walks out of his chambers.
Captain, how long before we reach Perennia?
If the wind is at our backs, I suspect we shall reach Perennia by the morning.
Sail to the eastern port. Our arrival will be much safer.
Safer? Are you expecting trouble?
More than you could possibly imagine.
Victor walks past the captain and heads under the deck. He finds the rest of the rogue unit all eating dinner. Boblin sees Victor and immediately runs to him, hoping for a treat.
The captain says we should arrive tomorrow. Before we arrive, I want to discuss our attack plans.
Of course. Pull up a seat.
You know Perennia better than any of us. Do you have any suggestions?
I've told the captain to dock at the eastern port. This will allow us to enter through the lower city, Isenheim. Jacques may have rebuilt Isenheim, but the western ports are the closest to the other islands. Most ships choose the western ports, which means they're more heavily guarded. If we want to remain undetected, the eastern ports are our best choice. There may be some guards, but most of them can be paid off. If Theron has replaced them and they catch us, don't hesitate to kill them. Just make it quick and quiet.
That seems simple enough.
That is just the beginning. From there, we should follow the Blind Creek Pass, Swiggles Swinery, and the Barbuzian Tavern. There's a high chance someone might spot us, but it is the least guarded area, so we might stand a chance.
Yeah, I could use a little top off. We have been on this damned ship for 2 months now. Why don't we swing by one of those taverns on the way and just take a breather?
No!
Clyde sulks to himself and throws back another shot of Scooby Schnapps.
The Blind Creek will lead us as far as the fighting pits. Thankfully, Jacques showed me a secret entrance to Parsenius Tower that he used to get around Perennia. We will take that to pass under the west rear until we reach the fork in the tunnel. From there, we split up. Clyde, Kunk, and I will take the right path to the tower, where we will watch Theron until he's alone. Chris and Munder, you will take the left path to the front gates of the tower. When Theron is finally alone, Chris and Munder will create a distraction to draw out as many guards as possible. Then we will strike. We kill Theron, go to the dungeons and free Chris and Munder, and then we all leave back through the tunnels.
How are we supposed to know when to cause the distraction?
Victor grabs his sending crystal and separates it into 2 pieces. He hands one piece to Chris.
This will allow us to communicate to each other. When the time is right, I'll call you through this.
As the conversation concludes, Munder goes to get up and toss in for the night. Clyde slams back a cup of ale, then stops the group.
Wait. Before you all leave, I think it's time I tell you something.
Are you sure?
You trusted them with your secret. I think it's only fair that I trust them with mine. Especially now, given the circumstances.
What is going on?
I might know something that is connected to Kedron, Geldroth, and Theron. I'm not quite sure how they're all connected, but there is one key detail.
The golden eyes.
Yeah, those.
Clyde pops open another Scooby Schnapps and downs it.
What do you know about them?
Not much. Look, I know I've been ornery, but I was not always this way. Once I was married to a beautiful Remenonite monk. She was the embodiment of kindness and compassion. She made me whole. But alas, I had been contracted to protect a merchant's caravan, helping them move some trade goods from one city to the next. Simple as always, even boring. When I had returned, something was different. My wife, she was bitter, jealous, prideful even. All traits I had never even seen a shred of in this perfect, innocent being. She said cruel, horrid things. Even threw things at me. And then she...
Victor lays a hand on Clyde's shoulder and hands him another drink, trying to comfort him. Clyde takes it and downs it.
For a moment, I swear I saw my Felina's eyes flicker gold. Same as the others we've seen. When I looked at the woman I loved, I saw a monster hidden in the shadow, reaching out to claim me as well. I panicked.
Oh no. What did you do?
Look, I haven't been afraid many times in my life. When everyone around you sees you as a sign of divinity, it's something you don't experience often. Pride gets in the way. But in that moment, fight or flight took over, and so did my training. This damned revolver, piece of shit, took everything that I loved.
You save us. No wonder you are so... you.
Clyde manages a small smirk at this remark, then opens another shooter and downs it.
From that moment, I swore to never use this revolver again. I prayed to my father for guidance, but it's like whatever connection I had to Ronan was severed. I became a Remenonite monk, hoping for answers, or maybe just a piece of what she had. And that is when the rot started.
Clyde looks at his reflection in the silver plate. The skin is blackening and drooping. In that reflection, a pair of crimson eyes stare at him, burning with hatred and self-loathing. He hardly recognizes himself at this point. He used to be beautiful. He used to be godlike. And now what's left? But a monster.
When the Remenonites saw the rot, I was cast out of the temple and branded a Crowlin worshipper. I drank, and then I drank some more. I'd get into these stupid fights with anything that I could piss off. Orcs, elves, wolves, hell, even a dragonborn once. One night, I got into it with this nasty barbarian. Pig fucker he was. In the midst of all the chaos, I saw her. Standing there as if nothing had ever happened. At first, I couldn't make out what she was saying. Then I heard it. Monster. I don't know what happened after that. All I know is that when I came to, I was soaked in blood. Entrails. Bodies all around me beaten to a red paste. Some Nefarans quickly arrived to arrest me.
Clyde reaches behind himself to grab a days-old, half-drink cup of ale, and quickly downs it.
Somehow, I ended up joining the guild as my penance. And within a moon's turn, I met Victor. We became close over time, and often did our own missions before you two joined. One day, some cultists from V2 arrived on Triconta, looking for me. We happened to be clearing out some knoll then when they cornered us. Their eyes shined the same gold we have seen before. They tried to kill me, but thankfully we had missed a knoll during our hunt. That thing savaged those fuckers and we managed to escape. But from that moment on, I saw my wife everywhere we went. Even held conversations with her. I saw her again back on Nafara. I don't know how, but somehow she's connected to these cultists. Kedron, Geldroth, and Theron are all connected as well. Whatever is going on with these golden eyes, we need to bring it into the light.
You have my word. When we find Theron, you will get answers.
As the sun finally sets, the rogue unit heads to bed, preparing for the next morning. All right. And that is where we leave off our first cutscene. So, as you arrive the next morning, you hop off the ship and onto the eastern ports. The docks seem fairly empty. Not a whole lot of boats, but that's to be expected with the eastern ports. This is more of the rundown ports. Not a whole lot of people come here because it's very far away. And so a lot of kind of smuggling happens through these ports. And as you are getting off the dock, you see a guard approaching you. Halt! What do you think you were doing?
I punch him in the throat.
We're coming to have sex with you.
That's exactly how I figured this was gonna go. I don't even know why I bothered trying writing out a script.
I don't even want to not even necessarily just trying to do damage. Just the exact kind of throat jab that makes him have to sit there coughing and wheezing for several minutes.
So, as you punch him in the throat, he goes, "Oh fuck! Victor? What the hell? What kind of friends do you have?"
They're interesting guys.
He looked at me the wrong way.
I imagine when Clyde hit him in the throat, the same noise as though like he spit out a golf ball happened. That's what I imagine.
Yeah. He looks at you, kind of leans on his sword, just kind of coughing up for a minute. And then when he finally catches his breath, you guys just kind of watch this man. He goes, anyways. Well, a long time, old friend. How have you been, Victor?
Old time, long friend.
Yeah, my brain is kind of shutting off. I was kind of thrown for a loop on that one for a minute.
Not good.
Oh? Yeah? You finally get back from your mission? It's been what? What's it been, a year? Year or so? Year and a half?
Yep.
Cool. Well, are you finally done with your mission, or what's up?
Look, man, I'd really love to stay and talk, but there's some things I need to take care of.
Oh, I bet it's got something to do with that Theron fella, huh? That son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
it does?
a real bastard.
Oh, dude, well, you're gonna be interested to hear this. Well, Jacques, I used to train that little brat in the tower. I taught him everything he knows, and then he went and ran off and did something with the ships on my watch, and his father blamed me for it, and then demoted me to the fucking manager of these docks. You know how insulting that was. But still good pay, kind of an easier job. I didn't have to deal with that little fucking brat anymore. But he got sent away. Anyway, I don't know. Couple moons back, he returns to these docks. He sees me, smug smile and all, and I was like, well, where's your father? Where's the kingpin? He's supposed to be ruling. That's just kind of how old. I forgot his name immediately. That's just how I am. No, the guard's name. This guy's name.
Number 1.
Yeah. I cannot remember his name for the life of me. I had it written down somewhere. But he's like, yeah. But he returned back. I was like, where is he? And he's like, oh, he's in retirement now. He made me his new heir, and he's off sailing the world, having some fun, living off his last days. So I'm in return. I'm gonna be. I was like, what? What about my pension? I was questioning this, and that motherfucker demoted me again. Demoted me now, and now I am working under the same people that used to work under me. You know how insulting that is, but I guess it's your lucky day, because he told everyone to be on watch for you. But we're old buddies. I'll let you.
I begin walking towards him.
Oh.
I place my hands on his cheeks, and I say, thank you, my friend. And I kiss his forehead softly, and I whisper in his ear, I say, I will return you to your former glory. I promise.
He's gonna look at you and go, oh. He's just gonna give the wettest, sloppiest kiss right on the lips to you. And be like, thank you. I've been dying on these fucking ports for 10 years. Or sorry, not 8 years. 8 years.
I return the kiss, just like Fade Rotha to his uncle. And then I begin to walk away.
As you start walking away, he's gonna lean over to the other group. By the way, be careful of the other guards. They're looking for you. If you wanna avoid it, you best take the far left path at the top. It's gonna be your best way to avoid guards. Stay out of sight. You never know who's watching.
I did not hear this, and I continue walking.
Okay, cool.
I turn. Are you guys coming?
I follow.
I unfortunately also did not hear him and will follow.
I will do frontwards barrel rolls.
like in Ridiculous 6 when Adam Sandler's trying to become a fucking
Yes, exactly that.
I can't remember what they're called. Tumbleweed. Yeah, when he becomes a tumbleweed.
Oh god.
That is exactly what I'm doing, except I'm not turning into a tumbleweed at all.
Fair enough.
I like to think he thinks he is.
Oh, definitely.
Will he actually move, though? That's the question.
Yeah. I did give him permission on that character, so... Probably not.
I'm on the edge of my seat to seeing if he moves.
This is how we're spending
excited. I'm so excited.
This is what Blair was talking about by wasting a ton of time on bullshit. But you know what? I love it. I love it. That's the point of the fun of the game, right?
He refuses to move an inch.
I feel like Silas is disassociated for a moment and doesn't realize you're talking about him.
I did what?
I knew it. I knew it. That's friendship right there. That is friendship at the moment. You know exactly when he checks out.
We're waiting for you to move your character.
Man, I ain't moving my character.
honestly, that's totally fair.
Anyways.
That's totally fair for this one. It's really not necessary, but yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay.
Well, I'm going
I
to
know
walk
the way.
around this house.
I know the way.
As you turn the corner, you see two guards who you know, and you know they're in Theron's pocket. They go, halt! And they run up to you. Roll initiative.
Okay. 11.
Oh, there it is. 22.
For the sake of where you guys would actually be, I'm assuming you guys would be like right there. I'll let you guys all roll. Okay. So, I mean, these guys, I don't even know why I'm going to take initiative on this one, because you guys are just going to absolutely fucking decimate them again. But, it's still nice. Alright. Okay, who started it? It was, what is 11? 22? Okay. We'll start with Grant. You go first.
What's this guy's name right here?
Jared. I don't fucking know, man.
Oh man. Well, the first joke that popped into my head I can't make.
I know the joke is the same joke popped in my head.
I bet this guy loves sandwiches.
Are you Sandwich Lover 69?
Are you Ladies Man 217? Oh, that was a good Transformers reference.
It was good. I liked it.
No.
I don't know.
Alright.
Alright, what are you doing?
You know, I want to cast Vicious Mockery.
Okay. What are you saying to him?
Jared, old buddy. Gosh, you look like you've gained weight.
That was the laziest vicious mockery you've ever done. I gotta be honest with you. That might have been your worst. But it is incredibly effective. Roll for damage.
2d6.
Ugh.
Yeah, you know, sometimes you just got the truth hurts the worst.
I love how that one felt so forced because you had no idea what you're gonna say going into it, and you're just like, this is what I'm saying now.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. All right, 5 points of damage. All right. He looks at you and goes, you son of a bitch. You know what? Because of you, you're skipping one meal when you get to the dungeons.
Well, you know, with my bonus action, I think maybe I want to cast Vicious Mockery again.
Wait, can you cast 2 cantrips back to back?
I mean, cantrips can be casted at any time.
They're at will.
I wasn't sure if it counted as a bonus action. I only thought it was an action. But yeah, no, I guess no. Never mind. Yeah, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah, maybe I think you're the one who should be skipping meals. Fucking bowling ball.
God damn it.
Just keep on the fat train.
I really was expecting something else and something better out of you on that one. But also, yeah, no, he looks at you, looks at the other guard, be like, I am gonna fucking destroy him. But go ahead and roll for damage for me.
Fine.
All right. He turns to you and like, all right, that's 2 meals out of you, buddy. Or you're gonna starve to death in those fucking dungeons.
I doubt it.
All right, is that the end of your turn?
Yes, that is the end of my turn.
All right, it is on to Clyde.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
Where is
no.
One of these guys has got to be pretty weak now. He's got to be hurting. Jared's hurting.
Well, he's taking some damage, 100%.
10.
Yeah, he's taking some damage.
He actually has 40 health. It's a mini boss we weren't expecting.
A mini boss? What the hell? 40 health is not that much compared to you guys. That's like one person.
I mean,
For your
if
health.
he's as fat as fucking Grant
That's
is
more than
saying,
me, fuckhead.
Yeah, that's because your character's weak. That's not on me.
Yeah, he should have reduced mobility because of his weight.
All right, I'm gonna make.
Abs.
I'm gonna
You
make.
just retconned him 80 pounds.
Alright, what were you saying, Silas?
I'm gonna make my first set of attacks.
Alright.
Ooh.
God damn.
Ooh.
Does that hit?
Both of those hit, yeah. Yeah, those hit. Jesus.
Right?
Carefully.
Right
In case you're on fucking medicine, bitch.
Hey, man. They're
Also,
so
I know this isn't something that you want to hear, but you did have like my gauntlet and boots. You did have them at 1d8, and my unarmed strike was 1d6. But now that I leveled up, my unarmed strike is 1d8. So does my Felina's Redemption go up to 1d10?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Sounds like an excited DM.
Yeah. Dude.
Once you succeed.
Oh, shit. I drastically underprepared how much leveling up does for you guys.
Good.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I mean,
It keeps it very fun for us.
yeah, honestly, that's my point. That's the reason why I gave you guys such great weapons too. Like, I just want this to be fun. Like, telling a good story, having some fun. I don't want it to ever be like,
God damn!
holy fucking shit, man.
This guy.
This
So we're
poor
looking
guard.
at 13 and we're looking at 23. This guy's fucking dead.
So, to give you a picture of what you do to this
36 from
guy.
One punch.
To give you a picture of what you do to this guy. You guys ever seen Star Wars: A New Hope?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Nope.
if you're familiar with
the whole time.
if you're familiar with a Mr. Obi-Wan Kenobi, and you're familiar with that movie, you might know where this is going. But as you go and you cock back your fist and you let him a savage punch, and then you let the fucking explode, or not explosive, like the air blast out of your gauntlet as well as you hit him.
You've been marred this guy.
All that Victor, Kunk, and the rest of the group sees, because Victor and Kunk can see it best, all they see is a punch, a blast of light, and then armor drop to the ground. And ash. But there's no one left. There's just armor.
Literally, Benny borrowed him. Fucking
Evaporated
fire
that man,
force.
dude.
Like that like those like frames, yeah, where it's like
Yeah. Alright. That was only his action. He's still getting a bonus action.
That was one single attack.
God. Oh, shit, man.
Holy shit, that was a roll of a century.
Yeah, that was beautiful. I mean, you did
max rolls.
36 damage off that. Or no, 30. Yeah, no, 36 is right.
No. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for double checking me on that one, Grant.
You're welcome.
All right. So this man is dead.
No, Jared! Starved to death.
I mean, yeah, he finally lost that weight, huh?
Yeah.
It's as easy as that.
Just die.
All right.
Just hey, sometimes in life you just gotta die.
So you killed Jared. What are you gonna do to Jerry over here?
I'm gonna make him lighter than air and then take away his shoes.
So I'm just gonna bully this man.
Oh no. What are you gonna do?
First flurry of blows.
Oh my god.
Second, I'm gonna attempt to use that first strike as a stunning strike. So I'm gonna need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome.
He failed.
23. Hot damn.
Damn. Well, then just for that, then with the second attack, I'm just gonna deck him.
Fair enough.
Deck him right in the schnoz.
Oh shit.
Deck him right in the schnoz.
Yeah, both of those hit.
Gosh, what a great day.
Because I know how this next roll is gonna go, their AC was 15. He didn't roll lower than 15.
What a wonderful day!
Oh,
What a wonderful day for blood.
18 damage.
So as you go, and he's just seeing his friend get evaporated. He looks scared as this fist flies toward his face. And all that you see is a body drop without a head. And now Jerry is also dead. Because you punched him so hard, his head recoiled, and then the air blast knocked it straight off his body.
Oh no, Jerry, no.
I quickly grab the decapitated body and hold it up. He's fine. He's fine. He's gonna walk it on, guys.
You're gonna weaken at Bernie's him?
He's fine.
Putting him.
Blood is just spewing from where his head used to be like a geyser.
And I'm just smiling, holding a thumbs up.
He's just a little congested.
I'm just sleeping.
He's got a hell of a migraine.
Your light
terrible
crown
migraine.
is acting as an umbrella for you, so all the blood just kind of bouncing off.
I am cheering behind the boxes, just clapping.
I grab the dead guy's arms and start making him clap.
So gruesome. All right.
Fuck these guys.
Mundo's gonna turn across and go, who the fuck do we party with? These guys are animals.
I know how to put back a beer, that's for sure.
Let's go. Good old Swiggle Swinery. I need a drink as well. Actually, you know what? Maybe we do stop in one of those taverns, huh?
Coming to your island soon.
He's actually on every island except the Graveyard of the Gods. Yeah, I can't.
He's there soon. Maybe
On every island.
Yeah.
Maybe we've invented underwater technologies, man.
I mean, it's more about like the customers. You know, there's not very many customers there.
I turn to everybody. I say, I don't think fighting through this town is going to be very effective. Maybe there's a less guarded way through. I'm going to go back and ask.
Oh, now you go back and ask.
And I just run through the entire city.
Where's the guy we were talking to?
He's right here.
This right here. What's the
he's
easiest
blending
way through the town? Where's the least guards?
Oh, well, you want to, take the Blind Creek, and then you can take that, by going straight up and to the left. You can avoid a lot of the guards. I saw you, went to where Jerry and Jared were. They give you any trouble?
No, they're fine.
Oh, really? I mean, they were the ones that were the most heated about you coming back. They hated you when you were here, man. I think you stole from them quite a few times.
No, it was just a misunderstanding.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go check on them. I'm gonna go see how they were.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Listen, my top man shouldn't have to check on anyone. Right?
Top
they
man?
report to you. Yeah, yeah.
Well, if I'm your top man, how long we thinking before this transitional period between kingpins happens?
If everything goes well, very little time.
So you would say within the week, possibly?
That would be ideal, yeah, but I can't make any guarantees, of course.
So if I were to, say, leave my post right now, because fuck Theron and I hate him, any chance that you would be okay with that and the promotion wouldn't be off the table?
I would be fine with that, but I do recommend staying for no other reason than to continue tricking everyone into thinking you're a loyal follower. You're my inside man.
Oh, inside man. Well, wait, let me tell you, I still got the keys to Parsenius Tower. He hadn't gotten that from me yet. So. Oh yeah.
Something like that might help a fella out quite a bit.
Oh yeah. I got straight to Jacques' old room. I heard Theron took.
Really?
Yeah, say giving me the day off might sway me and handing these or dropping them and losing track of them.
Listen, you can do whatever you want. Your promotion is not off the table. But I'm telling you that it would be safest for you in this next week to stay as a quote unquote loyal soldier to him.
Well, as far as loyalty goes, he already knows I fucking hate him. I think loyalty's kind of out of the window at this point. Listen, man, I just really want the day off. Me and my wife, we're gonna go to this concert from this other bard. Actually, he's playing at the Fighting Pits tonight. We're gonna go to the Fighting Pits, watch a few things. I would really like the time to get off early, boss.
If you want to go off today, you go off today, but make sure to be careful. These people are fucking crazy. You never know what they're gonna do to you or your family.
Yeah, fair enough. But I train these fuckers. There's nothing that I can't handle.
I wave at him with the dead body.
Split him in half, baby.
He turns over and goes, "Oh, was that Jerry?" He just sees a headless corpse waving at him through behind the shoulder. Oh,
That might have been Jerry.
Oh,
He started it.
He was my nephew. I hated him anyways.
Was your nephew?
He swung on me, man. He swung on me.
He did? Oh, yeah, well, fuck him then. You know what? I might go beat my brother for that. He need to raise them better. You know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving this post. Here's the keys. He hands you the keys and he walks off. And
you tell your brother Jared. You tell him to take better care of his kids.
Jared and Jerry are completely unrelated, but
it's my headcanon.
Yeah.
Jared is Jerry's dad.
As he goes, he leaves out the way that he told you.
And I follow.
Okay.
I also have keys.
Fair enough. All right. What are you guys doing?
Following.
All right. You speak for the rest of the group. Fair enough. Minder's also gonna follow.
I'm following doing dance routines with my body.
That fair? You're doing the tango.
Somersault. Continuing to somersault the whole way.
There's just
Now
a
we
bullet
can get
trail.
a full wheel going.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna
Be
buy.
like a flat tire, but
I was gonna say I'm gonna buy him a tire. That way he doesn't have to manually do it. He can just roll.
Fair.
just roll.
So as you guys exit through the docks, you come across the Blind Creek. This is a symbol of the lowest class in Perennia.
Fuck that! It's beautiful.
And it is beautiful, but it wasn't beautiful once. At one point, it had caused the people who drank from it to go blind because of neglect from the Perennian Council. However, when Jacques took power, he did change that and really help the people. But it's still it's called the Blind Creek now because of that. It caused temporary blindness. It used to be called something else. The name's forgotten now. It's stuck as the Blind Creek. But
Shit's
yeah.
Creek.
They were only temporarily blind.
It only caused blindness for 4 hours.
Sounds like methanol poisoning.
Yeah, probably.
Should we drink it?
Well, it's fine now. It's just the normal creek, but
Oh.
Were those darn alcohol producers dumping their chemical waste into the creek?
yeah, there was a lot of greased palms on the Perennian Council.
Bastards.
Yeah, they were very greedy. That's why Jacques took him out, because Jacques actually, grew up poor and in Isenheim, but the wicked people of
bitch.
Wester were really fucking over Isenheim. So that's why Jacques took it upon himself to really raise Isenheim up.
How many funny words can we fit into one sentence?
A lot of them. You'd be surprised.
I don't think I would. I had to read that one line.
True. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway.
So what's the plan, guys?
So, Victor, you're obviously very familiar with the Blind Creek, and much hasn't changed other than a Swiggle's Winery being placed here. You can see a sign up front, but it's where the bend is, where if you go left, you go to the Fighting Pits. If you go right, you go to the Barbusian Tavern. And if you go straight on that little rocky path, that's where the Swiggle's Winery is.
I would like to crip walk down the road.
As you start walking, this
Crip walking.
as you start crip walking, this guy up here to the left, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Victor, I haven't seen you in a minute. How have you been?" He's gonna walk up.
I just want to stand and stare an aura farm just right in this guy's face.
Be like, I missed your catchy tunes on Perinia. It's a shame that you got sent off for a bit. How'd your mission go?
Fantastic.
Can you play me a song for an old friend? It's been oh so long since I've been blessed with your sweet tunes.
Absolutely, man. I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my lute.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll begin strumming away.
What are you playing?
How do you get in those jeans? Mercy, you looking fine. How do you get in those jeans, baby? And tell me, how do I? Does he enjoy my tune?
He's like, oh, that must be a new one. I haven't heard that one before. Oh, I loved it. I totally thought you were gonna sing the Pompous Poet, but
no, that's a special occasion song.
oh, special occasion. Oh, well, come by the Barbuzian Tavern, or hell, Swiggle Swinery's been great lately. It's been booming. When I missed you in the fighting pits, but when you get there, I'd always stop in for a drink, maybe sing a couple songs. We missed your sweet voice. He blows you a kiss, and then he goes back to his fire.
I catch it and put it on my cheek, and continue crip walking down the road.
So as you're walking, you see a bunch of tents. These aren't like cottages. These aren't houses. These are just more camps. And this is just how the people of the Blind Creek live. This is just kind of their line. They're better off than they were. This used to be a very desolate spot, very almost dead, but it's been changed a lot in the years. It's become a very beautiful place, even if it's still very low.
We're literally in a scene from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. It's the scene where the medieval peasants talk about theory of government while they're like working the mud.
Yep.
That's what this is.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you caught on.
Man,
this is a very
notice.
political campaign. But would you like to go to the fighting pits, to the Barbuzian Tavern, or Swiggles? All right. Well, Swiggles is up on this path.
Pits,
I think Swiggles. What do we want to do?
I want to go to the fighting pits. I want to fight.
Fighting pits.
Well, if you go to the fighting pits, it's the way you get to Parsenius Tower. It's through the tunnels. You're not actually going to fight in the fighting pits. Through there.
That's where it goes.
Such a great idea.
Yeah, it's almost like you mentioned it.
It was 100% player.
Who's gonna be there?
So
It better be fucking Swiggles. I'll tell you that.
Surprisingly, as you walk into Swiggles, Swiggles is there. Somehow magically just teleported to it. He always seems to be in every shop that you are. It's like he's following you guys.
Swiggles, you son of a bitch.
Oh my god, my favorite customers! he goes behind, he like jumps up on the bar, picks up Boblin and spins him around, and then he just sets him back down and gives him a nice little pet and throws him a bone, which he kind of chases across the room.
Swiggles, a beer.
Dap up Swiggles.
A beer? Oh, alright. I like the sound of that. What can I do you for? You want a light ale, a dark ale? So, I'm not gonna do this whole spiel again. This is the third time.
Yeah, I actually, I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually remember the menu. I would like to have Swiggles repeat it.
All right, it's a light ale, a dark ale, a medium ale. We got a light ale. We got a light medium ale. We got a dark medium ale. We got a dark ale. Surprisingly, we also have whiskey.
I was grabbing my wallet. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
For
we
you,
drink for free.
For you, a Shirley Temple. And he places one.
Yes!
He read my mind.
Can I have a rum and coke?
He goes under and pours out. He grabs this like almost ancient-looking bottle. Rips out the cork, and the smell hits you immediately. This thing is the strongest rum you have ever smelled.
I float over like
Oh, yeah.
cartoon pie.
It's
I said, pour me 3 of them.
Yeah, and he starts pouring you this drink, and as it kind of hits the glass, it's very clear. It looks beautiful, but the smell is foul. It's almost gagging.
I just down it in one gulp.
So as your lips touch it, you kind of recoil a bit, almost, and then you down it, and it is the most beautiful thing you have ever tasted. It is awesome. It is so sweet. It is this perfect blend, but the stench that comes from your breath afterwards is enough to make everyone's eyes water around you.
Nice. I asked for another one.
Let's see.
Don't you fucking dare.
He pours you another one, hands it to you.
Ugh.
I go and sit off to the side to not disturb the peace.
I'm gonna moonwalk over to the big man over here. I'm gonna be like, well,
Bro's Munder walking.
Munderwalking, shut the fuck up.
fancy seeing you here.
He's gonna turn to you and be like, oh, hello, stranger. He's gonna lick his lips.
Grab his tongue. Grab his tongue.
I'm gonna look him up and down. I'm gonna say, you appear to look quite famished.
He's gonna start biting his lip and be like, I am. But before you can react, he swings an arm under you, picks you up by your gooch, and then brings you upstairs.
Dude, it's like in
By my gooch?
in Philadelphia. It's like Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where it's like pussy grab. He like lifts her up in the air.
It was he didn't want to be he wanted to fondle the balls, not cup them, you know.
I like to ask Swiggles if he's thought about expanding his beer selection.
You know, I actually I've been experimenting with some new ale.
Yeah?
You know, do you want to try it?
He's gonna get some like
Fuck
schedule
yeah,
one
dude.
shit.
All right.
Fuck. He's been on schedule 1.
He goes and he goes into the back, and you just hear the sound of just another bar tap kind of thing, but it sounds much thicker. Like, it's almost like a fireman's hose kind of sound that releases. It's just so much pressure, and he comes back, and you just have this bright purple ale, and he sits down in front of you. He's like, well, what do you think?
It certainly has a unique quality to it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I dip my finger in it to check the consistency?
Yeah.
I do that.
Make an investigation check for me. I want to see how detailed I need to get. That's mostly the reason why I'm doing it.
Okay. 10.
So, as you dip your finger in, you know, you feel the bubbles kind of form around, and it kind of moves like gelatin for a moment. At least that's what it feels like for your finger. And then it becomes this very like sludgy feeling. And then it's dry, and then it's back to this watery, beery consistence ale. You pull your finger out, and it's completely dry.
Is this a slime?
No, it's just a beer, man.
I try a sip.
As you take a sip, this sweet taste hits you immediately, almost overpoweringly sweet. but then the aftertaste gets very bitter, and you're like, and kind of recoil for a moment. But then there's this beautiful harmony of mixing of like fruits that comes in at the last second that is the perfect drink. Almost, it's like it was attuning to what your flavor preferences were. So how are we feeling about it, guys?
I think he died.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Grant. Just
In the end,
Yeah.
everything to
Oh.
the end.
so it is attuned to your perfect flavor, and as you take another sip, it's just that kind of mix of berries with the ale that tastes perfect, and the consistency is exactly how you like it.
I think he passed out drunk.
His parents probably came in and he probably muted his mic. Yes, probably. That's
Got it.
exactly what happened. All right. He's gonna turn to Clyde and be like, "Well, you know, what can I get you, Silas?"
I'm passed out
From what?
from the day, man.
You just woke up like 2 hours ago.
Hey man, it takes a lot of effort eviscerating two people. You know, you got to sleep a lot of that off.
Fair enough. He's gonna be like, fuck it. All right. He's gonna turn to Munder. Well, Munder, how you been? Munder's gonna be like,
I can talk again. Sorry.
okay. He's gonna be like, you know what? Fuck you, Munder. I'm more interested to see what he thinks of this. It's like, what'd you think of it?
It was good, interesting. I think you could work on presentation,
Oh yeah.
but I liked the journey through the taste. It was very layered,
Mhm.
complex. It was very good.
What do you mean by presentation?
The color and consistency is atrocious.
Well, the consistency changes to find out what you like. You know, that's the beauty of it. What color do you like for your ale to look?
Light brown, tan, clear, gold.
Clear.
He snaps his fingers, and exactly what you're looking for, the color changes to.
I like the consistency of ale.
Well, that's what it was at the end. It was looking for exactly what you liked, and it was ale.
Will it be like that from the beginning from now on?
Yeah, it just has to attune to what your preferences are.
Flawless. Love it. Do not serve it purple anymore.
It's like, well, that's just how the potion mixed with it looks, you know.
Fix it. People won't drink it.
I think you'd be surprised. The first one, they might be a little off-put, but after that, it's like liquid gold, man. This thing is selling so much. That's why I had to go to the back. I had to get this. I have a 50-pound keg in there attached to it. You know how many potions I had to buy? This thing's, because you guys are drinking free, I'm not charging you, obviously, but this thing sells for 50 gold, man. It is a crazy drink. So good.
50 swiggles. I can't afford that, man.
Don't worry. You guys are drinking for free. You're my favorite customers, remember? You just gotta spread the word of Swiggle's Swinery. And seemingly, you guys have already done that on Perinia. This place is beating the Barbuzian Tavern day in and day out. It is a beauty.
Well, there you go.
Stuffing his face with food. Oh, that was beautiful. He's gonna turn back to Munder and be like, well, you know, how was the trip? You know, how was the night sail? He's like, well, it was a bit, I don't know, see, a little too tidy for me. It's like, well, it's the ocean. Like, yeah. I don't know. I much like being all on the ground in a forge, you know. Got this sick new hammer. Check this thing out. He presses two buttons and spikes erupt, and then it turns to flames. Like, so it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You gotta set the whole bar on fire. Turn that shit off, man. Like, sorry. The spikes retract and the flames die out. But yeah. been working. He'd be like, that's sick, man. That's sick. And then he'd be like, all right. And he's going to turn. And he's going to start kind of walking around the bar, just trying to see who'd be interested in checking out his new hammer. He's very proud of that thing. He's actually going to walk up to your little lady friend. What'd you say?
Victor's going to go to the bathroom.
It's just an excuse for you to go to the bathroom.
Quite clearly.
I don't know why you felt the need to announce it, but fair enough. At the end, as you kind of walk out, you hear footsteps as Chris and his little friend come sneaking down the stairs. You know, just kind of wiping their face off, and Chris puts his helmet back on.
I quickly sit up, looking still completely drunk. I quickly whip my head around, point directly at him, and just scream, "Slut!"
Come up here and prove it yourself.
I sprint up the stairs using my demon speed, and I kiss him.
You kiss like the metal of the helmet, or do you rip it off his head as well?
Nah, I kiss the helmet.
I put my helmet down on the stairs and we go into my room.
bro is just going back-to-back sessions. That's crazy.
Like, I'll be straight up. I can't move my character right now. I am preoccupied with PJ on my desk.
Oh,
so,
I was gonna say.
Yeah. No, PJ's just lying on my mouse. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You know, some nice music from the performer strumming on his lute. He's currently singing. That's a trumpet.
It's a weird sounding lute. All right.
Yeah,
It's a wind lute. Yeah.
He's currently singing the Elven Paragon at the moment, just strumming along to it. Very, very beautiful. It catches the ears of Kunk as he's just kind of listening along to it.
And Victor as he gets back from the bathroom.
All right.
I just kind of give him a nod to whoever's playing it.
Yeah, he's over there by the fireplace. He's just kind of singing his little heart out.
I just give him a nod.
He turns to you, kind of has this wide-eyed expression, like his eyes kind of go big. He's like, "Oh, he's here!" And then he just starts playing it a lot more jollily. I can't speak. And just starts having a grand old time. Starts dancing around the tavern, getting people involved, like kind of like pointing to where you're at, being like, "Hey, look who it is!" He's singing the song. And then Victor's little lady friend is gonna walk up. She spots him from across the room. You know, flips her hair to one shoulder. Kind of walks up to him, and just kind of leans her head on his shoulder, be like, "You know, funny seeing you here."
Is it? I feel like this is where we always see each other.
But yeah, but you know, it's different islands, man. She's like, I missed you after last time. You know, I thought I hurt you for a moment.
Nah, baby. I'm resilient.
He'd be like, well, you wanna? She's gonna start like moving her fingers along your chest, like, you wanna get up there? I got a room booked.
I have a constant room in every one of these, baby. I'm 150 pounds of steel and sex appeal. Let's get moving.
She picks you up like fireman carries you, and brings you up and passes her husband and Clyde and Chris up on the stairs and brings you into her room.
I forgot that these people are canonically married.
Yes, they are. But they've just both agreed.
I think they're just swinging, man.
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
This is beyond swinging. This is just like
straight up a second relationship.
They were like, you know what? We're gonna give each other hall passes for this.
Yeah, it's like you guys are their celebrity crushes, and so anytime you want to get together, you do. Oh shit! So, as the sun starts to move to high noon, you know, the Swiggles hears the wood planks on the floor. Just a lot of creaking and pounding, and then a sudden stop,
Yelp
And-
of Victor.
and then suddenly there's just a loud thud. And then you walk out of the thing, and she kind of follows behind you. You walk out of the room. It's
How
she's
out of breath am I?
you're pretty out of breath, but she kind of looks like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get that rough. I'm sorry you fell.
That's right,
I
baby.
pay for my drink and I exit the bar.
I take one deep breath and then I go back into the room.
I am using my speed to do things to Chris that he didn't even think was possible.
Oh wow. Okay, this has been a weird session, man. I'm gonna be honest.
This is perfect.
This is
I
a
am the
great in
McDonald's
Act 1.
slogan.
You know what? While you guys are off having a time together, I'm gonna run to the restroom. So I'll let you kind of act out what you're doing to each other.
Clyde's like, my hand was made by the same manufacturers of a lot of dirt bikes. It is the tool of maximum pleasure.
Huh?
Oh, dude, okay. So,
Yeah, Mama
like,
Panda, you're not wrong.
the most, like, popular, like, vibrator is made by, Yamaha, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting.
So there's like memes where it's like an assembly line and it's like the Yamaha assembly plant and it's like a dirt bike and then a vibrator and then like a dirt bike and then a vibrator.
It's like that. It's like that meme. Like, oh, I guess we're making this now.
Yeah. It's like, sir, why we don't make this stuff? We do now. So I was just imagining your hand just like vibrating like the Flash.
You found a resonant frequency with my colon.
I was about to say some fingers up there that are vibrating at a speed that is unfortunate. I don't know how much he expected us to like in detail describe this. But I want to hear more description.
I'm back.
Oh.
Oh. All right.
We were just getting into socioeconomics of the American climate, man.
Of the perennial climate.
No.
We were
Alright.
canonically talking about vibrator imports.
This is
Oh.
true.
That is true.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yamaha
Out of the ball.
apparently
Can
makes
we
the
actually
most, like-
continue this session before it takes up 6 hours?
It's only been an hour, man. Holy fuck, it's been an hour. God damn.
Yes!
Hey, man.
I have
we-
to wake up at 6 in the morning tomorrow. I need to go to
Wah,
bed.
wah, wah.
Suck a dick.
I'm glad we've used this hour and a half so efficiently.
It's been an hour, not an hour and a half. All right.
Has it?
Yeah, it's only been an hour. Hour and
Thought we
10
started-
minutes.
I
Let's,
thought we started at 8.
Well, we started a little bit late.
We never. The fuck? We never shot on time.
All right.
All right.
Fault of our own.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
I am going to tell Victor that we should, assuming he is currently outside of the room,
Mhm.
that we should probably begin to head for the fighting pits, along with Kunk, who was previously finagling my colon.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay.
I say you're so right. I reach into my pocket and I grab a gold coin and I flick it to this girl as I leave.
she
She's not a prostitute. I just want her to feel like I don't value her.
Oh shit!
she looks at the gold piece in her hand, looks at you, and goes, "This is the most prized thing I own now. It's my most prized possession.
You're goddamn right.
It's my lucky gold piece, because I always get lucky when I'm around you."
Facts.
I'm just gonna follow Chris out the door. And you guys sure you don't want to stop in the Barbuzian Tavern?
No.
It's just a
Good.
hint.
Thank God.
Okay.
I just
did
wanted to
not
put it out there.
prepare a Barbuzian.
No, I did. I knew you guys would probably go to one or the other, and it probably wouldn't be Swiggles, but I was wrong.
No, we always
No.
go to Swiggles. That's like a tradition.
Yeah, it's
Fuck
true.
the Barbuzian Tavern. One day I'll investigate this trapdoor.
I didn't even notice there was a trapdoor down there.
Well, now you have time to prepare.
I will not. I will keep you up here and then just give you a description that I make
I would like to
completely
go
up.
in the trapdoor.
Right now.
As you, all right, give me a strength
No,
check.
I'm fucking
Or
around.
an
I'm fucking
Yeah,
around.
give me an athletics check, man.
My autism spots it as I'm walking out the door.
Athletics.
You said athletic. You probably have a better modifier.
Me?
So I'll let you do it.
The fucking calorie dense boulder?
No, he does not.
Athletics?
He does not.
You know what I have? I got Uno.
Yeah,
I only have +2.
he has +1.
All right.
Your best case is Moonder because he has +6.
I rolled a 21.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Well, there goes my good roll for the fucking session.
As
Out of the way.
as you go and you start pulling on this thing, you realize it's locked, but you just keep yanking at it just over and over again, and finally you give it a good solid yank, and it just pops open, and then you just hear a, "Hey, what are you doing down there?" from Swiggles.
I'm like it's a Mario pipe.
Swiggles is gonna hop over the counter, and as you start jumping down, he's gonna grab you by the collar. Because he bolts over there, grabs you by the collar as you're falling, and just yanks you up,
I got flintlock wooded.
and then slams the
an athletics check.
he doesn't need it. He is the man, the myth, the legend.
I go in and jump in.
He slammed that shit down the second he pulled Victor down. He's got his foot on it and be like, "Listen, there's a lot of things you can do in this. I let a lot of shit slide. Don't you dare go down there and take any of my fucking stock, man. I give you shit for free."
Oh, okay, that's what's down there.
Well, if it's just stock, I will get down there.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
He's literally gonna grab you by the throat, slam you against the wall, and then grab Chris's immovable rod from behind him and just keep it up to your neck and be like, "All right, now that I've got your attention."
How does he canonically know that I have this?
He's Swiggles, man.
Swiggles.
Swiggles is like listens to
Is he
the
just all knowing?
boy, dude. He's all knowing, man. He's omniscient. He is God.
Swiggles is the final boss.
Dude, that would be a great ending now. But he's
Be
like,
a fire twist.
If he's this fucking strong, why do we not
Hey,
invite him to join the fucking
dude,
party?
he was a dwarven army grunt with you, or navy grunt with you. Like he was the one you healed. And but we saw the
Can we
cutscene
like
of.
have him join the party?
As you ask him that, he kind of turns. He's like,
Swiggles
"Those days
looking.
are long over, but doesn't mean my abilities are."
I will get down there one day.
So does he go back to the ball?
No, he just has that the movable rod up against Victor's neck at the moment. Be like, "Right, here's what I can do for you. I can take away all your drink privilege. I can kick you out of every bar, right? The Barbuzian Tavern's the only fucking bar, besides the one on Arosia as well, besides Swiggle's Swinery. And you will never see
I
another
drove
fucking
everyone
bar
out of
again.
business.
Yeah, you will never see another bar again. Do you understand me?"
You listen here and you listen good. I don't want to steal anything from you. But I swear to God, curiosity killed the cat, and I will fucking die.
As you see that, as you say that, he turns straight to Moonder and be like, "Moonder, I'm gonna need you to reinforce every trapdoor I have in every bar. Make sure that there's physically no way Victor can get in it." And Moonder just turns to you and be like, "For an old friend, absolutely, Swiggles." And he's gonna give the deadliest glare to Victor as he turns. And he'd be like,
You son of a bitch!
He'd be like-
I just want to see it! God damn it!
he's gonna grab his hammer and he's gonna raise it up and he's gonna swing it right next to your face and stop like an inch and be like, "Listen, at any moment, I can take you out."
Do it, motherfucker, do it!
And he's gonna pop the button and the spikes come out and now they're like a millimeter or two from your face. And it is deathly close. Be like,
I
saying,
push into it.
He presses another button, and the flames begin to erupt. Be like, try me, motherfucker! He's gonna yank it away. He turns the flames and spikes off. Be like, I swear to God, we came here for a purpose, and if you waste another second trying to see what's in a goddamn cellar, which you already know what's in there.
It's not enough to know. Oh, a man can only know what he sees.
He's gonna grab you by the collar. Swiggles removes the immovable rod, throws it back to Chris, and Munder picks you up and just throws you over his shoulder and walks out of the bar.
Just let me say it! Let me sing!
He's screaming out like a madman. His Swiggles just walks like, damn bards.
Is it reinforced yet?
Yeah.
Damn it. I was going to go invisible and go in there.
He's got like a dead man switch on it, so next time he opens, it just explodes.
It's like a crossbow bolt attached.
Yeah.
There's been 15 minutes since we said we'd leave.
I know. It's because it's Grant, man.
No.
Yes, actually.
Okay, we all leave. Let's go. Next pod.
We go to the
So
Let's to the fighting pits.
as you walk through the back past the Blind Creek and then you go towards the fighting pits, there's a lot of people out and about, but you don't see a whole lot of guards towards Isenheim lately. They've been pulled back almost. Like they used to be. Isenheim used to be heavily guarded back in your heyday, Victor. But there's not noticing a whole lot. Maybe it's just in preparation for the event tonight, because the fighting pits are going on, having a big event tonight. Maybe it's just because they're going to be heavily staffed tonight, so they're backing off today. That's a possibility. And you go through and you press a button towards the fighting pits, and the stone door slides down, and you enter through the tunnels. And you kind of walk for about an hour through these kind of dimly lit tunnels, and you come across the fork in the road. You give a nod to Clyde and Munder, and they walk off on the left path. And then you, Kunk, and Clyde walk onto the right. And that is where we will start on our next cutscene, as you are now under the castle. Or not under the castle, sorry, under the grates, or through the grates in the tower. So, you guys watching? Okay. As Clyde, Kunk, and Victor sneak through the castle, they make their way to the throne room. As they peep through the holes of the vent, they see Theron perched on his father's wooden throne. Delsorn, how are the preparations going for the event tomorrow? Mr. Lorino, they are... What did I tell you about that name? Apologies if I have given offense, Theron. I didn't mean any disrespect. Are the combatants prepared? I wouldn't want our dear Perennians to be subjected to a poor show. All fighters are accounted for, sir. Good. On to other matters. What news of the Dwarven Navy? We have not heard any news of war galleys moving to Perennia. But, Theron, please, hear my words. If they are to come to Perennia, you must turn yourself over. Do not subject our citizens to another war. Delsorn, are you asking your ruler to die for the sake of some peasants? Why would you want me gone? Maybe you want this throne for yourself. Is that it? No, Theron. Of course not. You speak of treason. I should have known one of my father's most trusted advisors would seek to betray me. Gods, throw Delsorn in the dungeon. Let's see if his treasonous ambitions linger after a fortnight. No, Theron, please, have mercy, I beg. Do not... As Delsorn pleads for his freedom, a guard smashes Delsorn on the back of the head with the hilt of his sword. As the guards drag him away, Theron announces to the rest of the hall, "Any person announcing what happened here tonight shall join Delsorn in the dungeon." Victor watches from the vent as Theron crosses the hall and exits.
This is all wrong. Look at what he's done to this place. He's made a mockery of Perennia.
As Victor looks on, he sees a barely recognizable throne room. The wooden throne has begun to rot. Blood is smeared on the stone floors. The room looks like it's decaying.
I haven't seen this place in such a sorry state since I first joined Jock's organization. Theron will pay for this. First Jock, now Delsorn. Theron is intent on destroying all of Jock's hard work.
They continue to creep through the tunnels, following Theron wherever he goes. They observe him go to the commander of the guards. They watch as he stalked through the kitchen, taking whatever remained. Finally, Theron ended the night by returning to his room.
That room has only 2 entrances. The balcony or the front door. There are 2 guards on the door and likely none on the balcony. If we attack the guards, we risk drawing attention to ourselves.
How do you propose we get to the balcony? I can't exactly fly with these wings anymore.
We can grapple up the side of the building and scale it. If Chris and Mundo create distraction as we climb, we will likely go unnoticed. It might be a long shot, but we are less likely to get caught.
I don't know. Those guards look like they haven't had a proper fight in years. We could probably take them down pretty quickly.
All right. So, it is now up to you three. Are you wanting to grapple up the side and have Chris and Munder create a distraction? Or do you want to just roll your dice with the guards and have Chris and Munder create a distraction?
I say we grapple.
I think we grapple.
Silas?
I'm outvoted.
Fair enough. I just wanted to get your input, man. You know, I want everyone to be involved, but okay.
I don't get to be involved.
That's fair.
The council has spoken.
That's fair. So, as you guys start to grapple, you send, or you tell Chris through the sending crystal, do it. Start the distraction. And now we move on to Munder and Chris as
Good luck.
Everyone.
I was going to say, one day we'll switch maps.
Yep, I was getting it ready. Come on, the fuck? Give me a goddamn moment, would you? Munder's gonna turn to Chris and be like, "Well, you got any plans for what we want to do?"
Just do what we do best.
I see. So
There was a horror beyond comprehension in the bottom right.
oh yeah.
Biblically accurate angel in the bottom right.
So as go
No. Just do what we do best, but I think if anything, we should deal with those archers first.
I like where your head's at. All right then. He's gonna turn and say, "Actually, before you go, I just have one thing. I know we're awfully close to Hiroma. Are you gonna be all right? I know Nafar is also close, but you haven't been there very much. I want to check on my friend, you know."
It's hard being close to home again, but I have you, brother. I have a piece of home with me.
Mm-hmm. Glad to hear that. Now, as for the attack strategy, I think I have an idea. And he is going to scoop you up. And
this is familiar.
and he is going to try to javelin toss you up onto the battalion, up towards the arrows. So he's gonna pick you up and like lift you by your stomach and like by your chest plate as he starts bolting across this bridge with you in his arms. And as he gets about halfway through here, he makes the throw, and let's see if it'll actually. 13. That's gonna fucking work.
Okay.
He goes
I'm not eating brick.
he goes and he launches you, and for surprisingly with how much weight you have on you with your half plate and all that, you actually manage to get right up towards the end, and you barely make it over. You kind of have to somersault over it a bit, but you manage to make it. As the guards look in absolute horror as this armored cleric rushes them. And you're now up here.
Here's Johnny!
And Munder is gonna bolt towards these two guards at the gate. Time to roll initiative.
Alright.
So what do we do here? Just wait?
Yeah, just wait. It's about to be your turn in a minute.
20.
In a minute!
Yeah. Alright, so Munder got 11, not surprising, and then all these guys... Actually, because you're surprising them, they're not gonna roll initiative yet, so you get to go first on who you want to attack.
This unfortunate soul right here is going to have the unfortunate circumstance of meeting Uther's mighty mace.
Okay. Oh, he's gonna break his teeth.
And I roll a 23.
That's gonna hit. Yeah.
And that does 1d8 plus 2, and we're gonna roll 4. That's a little less than I was hoping for, but we do 4 to this bugger right here.
So you go and you swing, and his head just recoils back as you hit him on the jaw, and he kind of stumbles back for a second, pulls out his bow and aims it at you, and he says, "Halt!" He doesn't shoot, but he just yells at you. Mm-hmm. And that's on to Munder, who Munder is gonna rush this guard, and he's not gonna swing his hammer. He's just gonna like jump and throw himself sideways against them, and try and grapple them. So, let me roll for that. An 8 does not take him down. He goes, and the guard's kind of surprised, but sees this lumbering dwarf just run at them. And swinging sideways, but because he kind of overestimates, or like underestimates how far of a jump he is, they kind of like sidestep him, and he just kind of crashes into the wall and falls down. and they slap him with cuffs, or like with shackles, and he's now tied with his hands behind his back. He's gonna shout, "Don't stop, brother! Keep fighting!" And it's gonna be back up to your turn.
Puss in Boots.
Okay, so hypothetically here, if I wanted to touch part of this guard to my right, would I have to? What do I? Would that?
I'm sorry. What?
Roll? So this guard right here, not like if I wanted to per se touch a piece of his armor, would I have to roll to do that? Or are we just gonna allow it?
What's your intention with?
I'm going to cast light on his helmet to blind him and the people around him.
Okay. You know what? I really like that. Make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of hands +1. That's a little unfavorable.
Yeah, I mean it's not your worst.
12.
So as you go and you kind of run at him with just your gauntlet, swing, and you tap his helmet and just skadoosh right on his helmet, and all of a sudden it's just this blinding light. He goes and just falls backwards as he tries to rip his helmet off, but the chin strap that he's got on it is just keeping it on because he's stupid.
So this is also, I mean, this should also blind the guy to his left. It's a 20-foot radius. So does this also disallow the people from seeing me due to just the blinding light? Because I mean, looking in this direction is fucked right now.
Well, right now there's no one within 20-foot radius.
Okay. Well, he can't fucking see me now, which is fantastic.
Yeah, he can't see you, but the guard
so-
behind you is gonna rush. Actually, no. Are you still in your turn? My bad.
Yeah. Hold on, let me just make sure. I think I still have like my proper action, unless the cantrip used it. I'm not sure.
I think that used your action, so it should be your bonus action now.
Okay. I'm just gonna thug it out for my bonus action. I'm not gonna do anything.
Not gonna do anything. I
Damn.
mean, fair enough.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of this
I
is
don't
causing
really
a
have-
distraction. So
Yeah, I don't have much that I can do here, so I'm just gonna thug it out. This guy's fucking blind and will need retinal surgery. So
yeah. As you kind of turn around, you see this next guard bolting at you and just tries to grapple you and take you down. He's gonna make a 18. What's your AC?
18.
Okay, that's gonna hit.
Okay.
And he's gonna take you down. It's like, son of a bitch, and he's gonna tie your arms behind your back and like throw you in shackles as well. And they drag you off towards the dungeons.
I will not be letting go of the light spell on this guy's helmet. Fuck him in particular.
He takes off his shin strap finally and throws like, it's God damn it. And he kind of, by the time he finally wipes his eyes, the sun has set. It's now it's nighttime, so he thinks he's gone blind for a moment. He's like, oh, and he turns around and he's, oh, no, I'm good. He sees his partner kind of running. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And you get dragged away to the dungeons as planned.
Well, that was fucking quick, but I mean, yeah.
I
was hoping to at least blind like fucking 2 of them or something.
Yeah, just the way where they were, you couldn't get them. But
I still have not read the parchment. I just realized.
Yeah,
What
we're
is-
gonna
what is
talk about that in a
Munder's
minute.
AC?
Munder's AC is
Mhm.
19, I believe. Yeah, 19.
Okay. I was just curious.
And as you get dragged away to the dungeons, you kind of look up to see if they've grappled up, and you see them make it just to the top of the balcony as you're getting dragged away, and you kind of shoot them a wink through behind your helmet. They can't really see it, but you know you winked at them.
You know.
They may not know, but you know. Anyway, as you get dragged away, we go back up to the rest of the group who have made it to the top of the balcony. And if you want to use your parchment now, it's a great time.
I would love to read my parchment.
Yeah, read that parchment.
So this is the parchment that he picked off of Kedron after the fight. As he kind of, unravels it a bit, unfolds it, he looks at it and he sees this handwriting that is almost shaky. Like whoever was writing this was panicking and very worried. But you notice there's a poem on it. Would you like me to read out the poem for you?
I would love you to read out the poem.
It says, everybody got their cup of cocoa and a nice blanket next to a fire.
No.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? Don't read the painting. Or don't read it.
Why?
I don't want anyone to know.
Well, it's too fucking bad. I'm reading it anyway. Fuck you. You already said it. It says, beware the shifting tides of great strength and golden eyes. When times are bleak and wills are weak, evil emerges in truest form. It rises from depths and leaves naught but death. It makes empires fall, yet it stands tall, then sinks like ships in a storm. That is all that you're able to make out on the writing, as the rest is smudged and kind of like almost like someone was crying into it as water is dripping down.
What a pussy.
Yeah.
Imagine writing poetry in your final moments. That is quite possibly the most bitch shit I've ever heard.
I don't know if it was his final moments. I mean, Kedron's final moments was when you fucking bitched him in that fight.
Why was he crying?
That's where you're gonna have to read into the poem to figure out.
Oh, I was not listening. You'll have to tell me the poem.
I'm gonna
after.
post it in chat.
Okay.
I've already read you the poem. You already know what's on it.
Yeah, but I don't remember.
There you go. In chat, if you want to reread it, and analyze it. There it is.
Wait, in stream chat?
In stream chat.
I'm not in stream.
I'll fucking
dude.
put it in the Discord then as well. Fuck you.
Why are you not on stream, dude? I'm
My-
the only one in stream. What the hell?
Yeah, there you
My
go. It's also in the
laptop-
Discord.
My laptop has limited capacity to do things because it's old as fuck.
Fair. That's fair. It's there you go. It's in the Discord as well.
Wow. My parents are actually crawling.
And little do we know the enemies were the family we had along the way.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, shit. All right. If you want to make an insight or not insight,
Perception?
investigation check on the note itself to get any kind of key details you may have missed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Could we all do it or no?
Just Victor. He's the one who has.
Damn it.
No, I'll pass it around. 17.
I'm only allowing one, and that's it. That's it. That's all you get. Yeah, as you kind of read it, you notice a lot of verbalage. I don't fucking know the right term of
Verbiage.
fuck it. There it is. Verbiage. You notice a lot of
You're on a roll today.
listen, man, I'm tired, all right? I took a 7-hour exam yesterday, and I got, like, no sleep tonight, or last night, so I don't want to hear it. Anyway. You notice a lot of sea references, and a lot of sinking and rising, and mentioning the golden eyes and great strength. From your knowledge, you are able to kind of know about the world. You notice that, or you know that the graveyard of the gods sinks and rises, and it seems a lot of
Brander.
a lot of godlike writing in it, or like kind of prophecy writing in it. And so you were able to deduce that this might have something to do with the graveyard of the gods.
God, I'm incredible. Okay.
All right. Now that's settled. Do you want to investigate?
Now that we got that out of the way,
Yeah. I can't believe that's
I'd
been
like-
going on for so long.
I'd like to peer into the room.
Okay. As you kind of walk in, you know, you're kind of wary about your footsteps, but it's empty. The fire is burning, and the fireplace is burning, yet it doesn't seem as if anyone's in the main room. Maybe they're in the bathroom, maybe they're in something else, but as far as you can tell, the dining and bed area, there's just no people. You hear the guards outside of the door. That's it.
I look up
To the ceiling?
to the ceiling.
You look up and you see a nice chandelier above the dining area, and you know, a lot of ceiling, a lot of stone, but you don't see anything that stands out particularly.
I look to the floor.
You see a lot of stone. Maybe a little bit of dust buildup, but not much.
Son of a bitch. Didn't get new housekeepers when I'm the kingpin.
Fire them all. You're
Fire
fired.
them all. Get new ones.
Fired. You're fired.
Do I
I go
do
put
I
out the fire.
perceive anything?
Make a perception check.
Oh my goodness. Is this the first perception check of the campaign?
Probably.
I think it might be.
It's either the first or second.
13.
13. As you kind of look around, you notice a couple doors. Again, the fire is burning. The sheets of the bed are really nicely made. They don't look like they've had anyone in them as of recently, but it's very,
There's a secret tunnel.
very, very strange looking.
There's two.
Yeah, ignore that. That's just a part of the map. This is the nicest room I could find.
Secret tunnel.
All right. I turn to the boys. I say, hey, fellas. You want to take out these guards real quick?
I say, oh yeah.
All right. I say you
I-
each sit up on one side of the door. I'll draw them in with a distraction, and you fucking jump on them.
I use my action to poison my dagger I have.
Oh my god. Okay.
We set up.
Yeah.
I sit at the table and begin to play my lute.
The guards kind of hear music playing. They're like, Darren. When they kind of knock on the door. Darren, all good in there?
No response. Continues to play.
Kind of knock, like, Darren, you don't usually play music. You're not a music going type. You're all right?
No response.
They're like, I think we should check something out. As they kind of swing open the door, they kind of peer their head in. They're like, they don't look to the left or right. They kind of just see Victor sitting on the at the dining table. Like, hey,
When
you're not Darren. And they
when I hear the door open, I turn and I smile like Pedro Pascal.
like, Victor, no, and they rush in immediately.
As soon as
Do they see us? Or
They
no?
do not. They're focused on Victor.
Okay, I go stab this guy with my poison dagger.
Surprise attack.
make a attack at
Okay,
advantage. Holy
Nat
shit!
20.
Yeah, you don't even need to roll anymore. That one's gonna work. All right, make a damage roll with it.
Great job, Blair.
4 plus 3. Does he have to do the saving? Does he have to make
Yeah,
the
let me-
Constitution throw?
Yeah, let me
No,
DC
this guy's
15
a bitch. He
Constitution.
ain't got no constitution.
I feel like since he's a
21!
natural 20. Oh, okay.
So
He instantly succumbs.
he does not fall to the poison. However, you
What?
did stab him. Oh wait, no,
Yeah, I thought you said you got a 1.
no, he got a
Or-
21.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like since
Only
he's a
one
nat
came
20,
through.
it should automatically
Well-
do the poison.
No, you do. You do, what, 9 damage? And you stab him, like, right where he kind of, like, falls to the ground. It's like, you got him, like, right in the Achilles heel, you know? Just,
Yeah.
he's kind of, like, in the prone position now, but he can't, he's not poisoned because he saved the he made the Constitution saving throw. So he's now prone. Here. And,
a nat 20 really only has effect in combat.
yeah.
Luckily, we're in combat.
Silas? Right, is that the end of your turn, Blur?
I mean, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the prone guy.
It's interesting. You're gonna be rolling at a great disadvantage with a longbow.
No, it's just if he takes damage, it works.
Oh, okay. I thought it was you had to be shooting a projectile at him.
No.
Oh, okay.
Just gotta hit him.
Oh, okay, I see. Never mind. My bad. All right. Is that the end of your turn, or?
Yeah, now I have my turn.
All right. It is now on to Silas.
Let's see how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. A one.
Oh my god.
God damn. You guys are rolling great tonight. All right. So
that's just the first attack of that's just the first half of the first attack.
yeah, the
Fuck,
the
I
air
didn't
blast,
see that. God damn it.
the air blast. What, the great sword that you have? I'm assuming.
No, I have
Oh.
2 attacks per action now.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, sucks to suck.
Oh,
Anyway.
that's actually a good point because I think all of us do.
Oh.
Well,
Fuck.
most of us. I think the melee tuned people do.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
Me?
Yeah, I'm not sure if you do.
Yeah,
Damn.
you wouldn't have use for 2 attacks as you're a spellcaster.
Yeah, Munder does.
No. I'm a loot caster.
Yeah, but I didn't know that. Anyway,
Okay.
yeah. So the first punch is gonna hit, but the air blast is not. Roll for damage.
I didn't roll the air blast yet because I have advantage.
Oh, yeah, you're good. That's a good point.
That's why I said that's just the first half of the first.
I was
half.
really confused by that. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, good point.
But since it's nat 20, we'll just
Roll the
pump
cog.
out- We'll just pump out the damage here for a second. 18, 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right.
Oof. 16.
That's gonna hit.
Oof, that's on them for being not armored.
Again, these guys' AC was
Ooh,
15.
That's a bad one. That's a bad one. That was a bad turn altogether.
But you got what, 25 hits out of that?
Of one attack, yeah.
Of one punch, yeah. So you go and you punch and you just boom, and like straight in the stomach, and then you air blast him, and it just knocks him through the door. Knocks him through to this pole here, and he just falls, and blood starts to seep out of his mouth, and he just slumps over.
Nah. Fuck that. I'm gonna punch this man straight in the jaw, but have it be really soft, like have him be confused by how soft it is. And then have an air blast so powerful it just snaps his neck.
That happens. There you go.
That's how he died.
He still slumps over right next to where Kunk is and dies. As this other guard looks over at his dead friend, he looks over in horror as these two menaces have now taken him down and killed his friend. He goes, oh. He quickly turns to Victor. Victor, I know we've had our differences in the past, man, but please have mercy. Get your dogs off me, man.
I set the loot on the table and rise from my seated position. And then the crowbar makes its triumphant return.
Yes!
I approach him with the crowbar as he begs for his life.
And the fans rejoiced.
And since Clyde is within 5 feet, I have advantage. I raise my crowbar and bring it down in just a furious strike.
Just for clarification, being within 5 feet doesn't give you advantage. Being within 5 feet does let your sneak attack go through, though.
I know.
Sorry, I was just.
But we're both within 5 feet, right?
Yeah, but that still doesn't give you advantage unless Kunk was in the space opposite of you.
Okay. Well, no matter what, still, my sneak attack goes through. And I bring it down. I have a +4. 19?
Yeah, that hits.
That does hit. Okay. So it's only 2 damage. Plus 1d6.
Okay.
So it's 7 damage.
As you bring it crashing down right on his helmet, you hit his helmet so hard it kind of like bends into his skull, and it rings around a bunch, like against the floor and against his head again, just over and over and over again, and then knocks him unconscious.
I look at his unconscious body and say, "I'm sorry, friend, but I need a canoe."
Oh my
the crowbar back down on his face.
Jesus.
I assume I don't need to roll for that.
Yeah, you split his skull in half, man. It did. He's looking a lot like a certain Viltrumite at the end of season 3. And yeah, he is dead. You've killed him. Do you feel proud of yourself? Look what you did to this poor man.
He wasn't loyal to me.
Fair. That's a good point. It was just his job, man. There's no loyalty with it.
I'm
It's
gonna grab
knowledge.
him and slide his hand down his pants.
We'd like to stage all the bodies to look masturbatory.
I don't
It's our signature now. It's like our calling card.
I don't know why this is what you've chosen, but okay. All right.
Everyone knows where we've been because everyone is jerking off.
Oh god. All right. It's the worst jorker I've ever seen, man.
He's jorking it.
All right. What would you like to do from here?
Jork it.
Well, he does that.
Oh.
I'd like to try and figure out where Theron is.
Okay.
I'm going to unequip my dagger and equip my bow.
Okay.
I like to
Because I
put
can't
all my
use
shit
dagger
away.
anymore.
No, you just can't use the poison with it.
Yeah, but my bow does about double the damage anyway, so.
Yeah, but you can have them both equipped at the same time.
Yeah, you have all of them equipped. You can just.
Like you can
Well,
have
I'm
your
not sure if
entire
I have to use an
arsenal of
action
stuff
for it,
equipped.
though.
It can be a bonus
but-
action if it's a one-handed tool.
I'm going to go enter this room
Okay.
and investigate this room, like, not try and, like, metagame, but is there, like, a secret wall here?
No, there's not. Like I said, those secret tunnels don't actually exist. This is the only room I could find.
Secret
But as you kind of
tunnels.
walk in, make an investigation check.
Okay.
Equipped basically just means on hand.
Yeah.
Like just ready to grab and use.
8.
Kind of look around. You see some nice, fine jewelry. Some a nice.
I take it. I'll take the jewelry.
You see a coat rack with a coat on it. You see a lot of wardrobes. This is clearly, the dressing area. Make a slide of. Do I really need a slide of hand check? Just as you kind of pick out the jewelry, you just kind of see
I
it.
can do a sleight of hand check if you want me to.
Now make an investigation check on the rings though, because you see a bunch of rings on the jewelry.
7. Fucking hell.
I'm in here now.
You kind of look, and you see a couple, but they all seem kind of cheap except for one. It looks really, really good. That has this massive K on this obsidian-looking stone on it, and the K is in like silver, and it's this
Can
great
I
silver ring.
that one?
Sure. Victor, you do know this
Fucking
ring, by the
hell.
way.
10.
You figured the K possibly stands for Kingpin. Victor, as you well know, this is
Ask him, like, what do you think about this ring? What do you know about it?
Shock's ring.
yes, it is. It is Jacques' ring.
My dead father. Why? I scream and bitch and moan.
Of course. Make an investigation check on the ring.
Me?
You said you tossed it to Victor, right?
Me, like, I
Yeah.
ask him about it, like, I'm going to be with him.
Whoever is holding it right now, make an investigation check.
I still have it, like, I'm going to, like, just show it to him, so. 14. Like, morning shit.
You notice a small little stone that pops out towards the side of the ring. Not very noticeable. Only noticeable for one who's wearing it, really. And you...
Oh.
It looks like almost like a button.
Let me see the ring.
I press the button.
As you press it, the the obsidian stone kind of folds open slightly, and you see a tiny little parchment inside
I
the flap.
now give it to him. Be like,
I
you
read
probably
it.
want to read this.
As you unravel the parchment, you see something that says, "Dear Victor, if you are reading this, you are the new Kingpin.
It's my dear John letter.
I have chosen you as my new heir, as you are well aware. I know I sent you to investigate Theron, my son. If you were not aware, he was my son. He wrote that down.
He wrote it down. It's in there.
It's in
he
there.
put that there,
It's
man.
in there.
It's there.
Yeah. He's like, he says,
It's like carroted in.
he's like, I chose you because I believe you to be a good man. I know who you really are. And I am sorry that my son did that to your family. I never intended for any of that to happen. I sent him away because he is not the rightful heir. He is not right for this throne. I give it to you because it is your duty to protect the citizens of Perinia. You may be a Zondirian at heart, or from birth, but you're a Perinian at heart. You grew up on these islands, on this island. You know it well. The people know you. The people love you. Do right by them. And then,
Rope sure put a lot of typos in that letter.
yeah, well, you know, yeah, it's Victor's kind of getting teary-eyed as he's reading through it, so he's misreading it slightly.
Bro sounds weirdly American. I think he was isekai'd.
I was doing my best to you and your inner monologue impression.
My inner monologue sounds like me.
Not necessarily. My inner monologue sounds like Jeremy Clarkson sometimes. If I'm watching Top Gear or the Grand Tour too much, all I hear is
Jeremy Clarkson in his head.
Dude, there was a time where I was legitimately scared because for like 3 months straight, all I could hear was Jeremy Clarkson's voice in anything I was thinking. And now I've just kind of accepted it when I watch that show or watch those shows that it's just gonna happen occasionally.
There is quite clearly a fake bookshelf in this room.
Again, I've reiterated multiple times. It's the only map I could find that had what I wanted. Those aren't there.
There's a fake bookshelf
I
in this
leave
room.
this room and then I go out into the hallway.
I'm gonna take a shit on the pillows.
Fair enough.
Actually,
That'd be my bed
I go
soon.
I go into this room and see if I can see anything in it.
All right. As you kind of walk in to the bathroom, make an investigation check.
It's a bathroom.
Theron's taking a bubble bath.
Unnatural 20.
That's not a natural 20. That's just a 20.
Unnatural 20, I said.
Retcon.
It's unnatural. It's
I
super
literally said
natural.
unnatural 20, so.
It didn't pick you up. Then it's saying on. It just said natural. Anyway, you notice a nice room, a nice bathroom, very lavish, honestly, very nice. The water is hot, like someone had recently prepared this bath. Other than that, you don't notice anything. You see some nice soap, some sponges, and some scrubbery.
I drain the water.
That's so dickish.
I drain the water and then I go out and be like, he's nearby. The bathroom's hot. And I prepare.
Cool. I want to leave. Like he's definitely not in this room somewhere.
Are you guys all leaving? Silas?
I'm wiping my ass with the curtain first.
Those are the flames of the fireplace.
Okay. Anything else that you guys plan? Are you guys all just leaving now, or no?
I'd like to pick a single flower to carry with me in my breast pocket.
Oh my god! All right.
I mean,
Okay.
should we look out this room?
No, I'm sure there's nothing.
You're goddamn
I
right.
go,
There isn't.
is that real or no?
No, oh my fucking god!
How many times
I'm
did you
gonna
have to
lose my
say it?
mind. Holy shit! You guys are bringing out so much anger in me right now.
This is why I said this is going to last 5.5 hours.
Oh, it's only been 2, and you guys are around where it would be ending for the first session if this was 2. Which is why I
Who's
made it one
trying to
session.
leave?
Silas,
I'm ready to go.
I leave.
Silas,
I also.
I'm gonna stand next to the fireplace.
Warm my ass cheeks.
Pull out the mask I used to wear. Stare at it for a while.
Okay, we all leave. Silas
Blair,
would
shut the
leave
fuck
first.
up. Let him go through this moment.
Nope, now it's over. Blue earned it.
All
I'm
right.
walking out. It doesn't happen.
All right. As you guys are about to leave, we go into our next cutscene.
Oh wow, that whole time was just like that fight and then a cutscene.
Yeah, it was meant to get you the ring and shit. All right, you guys watching?
I'm listening.
Okay. I'm playing it right now. As they finish inspecting the room and prepare to leave, Clyde feels the board under his foot sink. Suddenly, the floor under all of you crumbles, and you begin to fall. After what feels like a 10-foot drop, you look around and find a dark room. While you can make out some boxes in the room, you are forced to feel around and realize you are trapped behind thick iron bars. On the other side of those bars are a pair of golden eyes staring at you. Late as ever. Truly. I'm disappointed, Xylo, but not surprised.
You smug bastard. Why don't you call me that name again? See what happens.
I'm glad to see that arrogant little tone hasn't dwindled. Thank you all for making my job so easy. At first, I had worried that the Navy would come for me. Then I remembered they have a group of lapdogs to do that for them.
You just love the sound of your own voice, don't you? Maybe that's why you wanted to become Kingpin so badly. You wanted everyone to be subjected to your ghastly little voice because Daddy wouldn't. It's all so clear now.
You know nothing about me or my father, you arrogant worm. My goals are beyond your understanding. This is my home, no matter how much my father tried to force me out of it. I always planned to return. You were just a little bump in the road. He never thought of you as more than a pet. You were his jester and fool, playing your lute for cheap amusement while he laughed.
So what? You did all this to return to your cushy tower? Or was Triconta just too small to hold that giant ego of yours?
This tower is nothing to me, and Triconta was but a stepping stone in my path.
Then why do all this, Theron? Why did you have to kill your father? Why are you so hellbent on destroying his legacy?
Because he abandoned me! The gold in Theron's eyes glow brighter. All I ever did was try to help him and earn his respect. But with every idea came lectures and loathing. And when I finally decided to prove myself, I was cast aside and banished from his little island. Well, it is no longer his island. I am the new Kingpin, and I will rule this dreadful world and bring everyone to heel.
That has always been your problem, Theron. You always wanted to be the lead in every show, but all you will ever be is a pawn in someone else's story.
Don't lecture me on pawns when you weren't meant to be anything more than a thief. From your very birth, you were a criminal to this world. You and your family, always looking down on others. You robbed people of their money, their lives, their pride. Then your selfish need for survival allowed you to rob more people on this island, my island. How many lives did you ruin just to line your own pockets? Nothing was ever enough for you, was it? You had to go and steal my birthright as well.
What in Dilo's name are you talking about, Theron?
Back on Nefara, you told me you worked for my father. I guess you failed to mention you were his right hand. Alas, he told me after he freed me. Said things had changed on Perinia, and that you were taking my rightful spot as his heir. You have no birthright. You have no claim.
I never wanted any of this. I just wanted to be with my family and live happily on Zondir, but you took that away from me. So I fought to survive, day in and day out. Survival is all I wanted, but Jacques took a liking to me. Nothing more than that. No plan, no motive. He made me his heir because he thought I was a good fit while you were off on Triconta launching a revolt.
You were never meant to have my throne, Xylo. You and your family are plagues on this world, and I will happily snuff you all out.
Why do you hate my family so much? What wrong did we ever do to you?
You want to know the real reason I hate you and your family, Xylo? Because they dared reach too high and then spat on my father's name. They tried to have that wretched King Reishi send an army to Perinia after he pulled our troops out of the war. It was an insult and a threat. So I suggested we show them what happens when you threaten a kingpin. My father cursed me, said I was too emotional. So I went and took some of his precious little ships and sent your family to Kroshkiel where they belong.
Gods, you really are a wretched creature. I guess that makes us one and the same. Two people so lost, so hurt that we abandon all sense, and our primal instincts take center stage. Neither of us are heroes in our story. We are only the reaction of chaos. Two evils, determined to destroy each other in an endless cycle. Round and round we go in our little blood feud, while the innocent people of this world suffer. In any other circumstance, I would take you in as a brother. But that ship has long sailed. Do you know what we truly are, Theron?
Theron gestures to Victor, as if to say, enlighten me.
Monsters. Dreadful, grotesque creatures who crave chaos. There are no heroes, no saviors. Only us and the victims we leave in our wake. I know the kind of monster I am, and I know the kind you are. Between all the destruction, all the bloodshed, all the chaos, there is but one quality that separates my monster from yours.
And what would that be?
Jacques actually loved me as a son.
Theron snaps and punches the closest bar to Victor's face. His eyes are burning so bright, it's practically blinding. You think of yourself as so clever, don't you? Well, all of your wits didn't save him when I slit his throat. And I can promise you, they won't save you when I gut you in front of everyone tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy it as much as I enjoyed seeing the look on his face. He was so shocked, horrified even. Despite his endless imagination, he never thought to consider that I could slay him. So why don't you use your time here tonight to think a little more creatively than my father? Because tomorrow, I will see that look again, and I will savor it.
The only face you'll be seeing tomorrow is Fieur's, as he condemns you to eternity in Kroshkiel. And when you get there, I want you to remember the person who made it happen. You have taken 2 families from me in this life, and that is not a deed I take lightly. There will be no mercy, no forgiveness, and no quick death. I'm gonna make your final moments so painful, so agonizing. You're going to beg Fior to condemn you, to spare you from my wrath. There is no more running, Theron. You have cheated death many times, but now your Reaper has come to collect. Even the gods cannot save you now.
As Theron leaves, a thick gas fills the room. As you cough and gasp for air, your vision goes black. You feel yourself fall to the ground. When you awake, you find yourself alone in a holding cell with shouts from a giant crowd above you. The crowd screams out as Theron begins to appear. At first, you can't make out words, but soon a thunderous voice echoes through your cell. Welcome, everyone, to the Kingpin's Tournament. In celebration of my dear father's retirement and my crowning, I am happy to share my night as your announcer. Now, who is ready for the events to begin? Cheers erupt from the crowd as excitement fills the air. Good, because tonight is going to be one hell of a show. Tonight, I bring you the heroes of Arconia. The cheers grow louder. As you know, with the fighting pits, my father outlawed killing. But to Kroshkiel with all that. Tonight will be a glorious slaughter. I wouldn't dare deprive you Perinians of such a sweet symphony. Now, for our first matchup. The hero of Lima, the slayer of Axel, the butcher of brothers. I bring you the Elven Paragon. Kunk watches as his cell door slides open, and his cell gets flooded with light. As he begins to step out, he notices thousands of Perinians watching. Theron sits atop a balcony, watching with gluttonous golden eyes. Now, for this half-breed's opponent. You have seen his fearsome face many a time as a headliner. He is the teeth of Trikanta, the claws of Kroshkiel, and the growl of the gods. I bring you Hadar. Kunk watches the furthest cell door open. He watches in horror as a giant lion, tattered in battle scars, creeps out. He lets out a deafening roar that strikes you with fear. Then, he charges. All right, campers.
Let's fucking go. I'm going to beat this shit up.
Before
Beat it up.
we get into the
Beat it up.
fights, I want you guys all to take a long rest because you guys are passed out because of the gas. It's gonna have the same effect as a long rest because I'm making that shit up on the spot. I want to make sure you guys are
So
full.
do
of
I
fucking health
get
to fight.
my sip and singing poison back?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Perfect.
But yeah. First off, can we give a round of applause to Grant for that line delivery towards the end? He killed that shit. I was so proud of him.
No.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this shit. I'm excited.
I had to put a hyena instead of a lion because I didn't have a lion thing I could use without paying. So, ignore. This is a lion, but it looks like a hyena. I
That's the most intimidating lion I've ever seen.
I want you to roll initiative.
Wait a minute, I recognize this arena.
Next one, let's go. Fuck
Holy
yeah.
fuck. Okay. Well, let me.
Did somebody say an invisible maze?
Where's.
Yeah,
Nah.
literally.
Yeah. Where the hell is the initiative for this thing? Oh, here we go.
Good job.
I got a
When you
crit
roll
one. I got a crit one. That's a 3.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to shoot with my bow.
Okay. That's a pretty close distance for your bow. You gotta be honest. That's it 40 feet.
That is not that close.
That's for a longbow?
that
Okay,
is
then
not
I'm going
that
to
close.
move back.
No, I think his range is 150 to 600. That's why I was saying that.
I'm going to move
600.
back. I'm going to move back 30.
Yeah.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. 1d8 plus 4. The 5 damage. I'm going to do my second attack. There's a 14 hit.
Let's see. Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to also cast Hunter's Mark with Hunter's Mark between these two actions as my bonus action.
Wait.
So
What?
It's a bonus action. Can I do that? Or
Yeah, but
no?
if you're using your bonus action for it, it would have to be after both attacks.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so I do 13 damage.
Okay.
And I end my turn.
Okay. It's gonna be on to Hadar's turn. And let's see, how far is that? Okay.
70 feet.
Yikes. He's gonna run up to you. And
It has a 70 feet movement.
Yes. I am altering the lion slightly because of how outclassed he is. He is much faster and bigger.
Okay.
And so his hit points are stronger, but he has the same armor class. So he is going to then use his action to I think he's gonna bite you.
Okay.
So that is a 7 to hit.
There's a 7 hit.
No, that's a 9. There's a 9 hit.
No.
He's then gonna use his bonus action to kind of make a lunge and slash you with his claws. Jesus fucking Christ, that's a 7 hit.
No.
God damn
No,
it!
it's not.
Oh wow, what an
see
incredible
it.
roll.
You love to see it.
That's two. By the way, that is 2 crit ones from Hadar, and literally 3 rolls. That is crazy. And the other one was a
Nice.
2. I got a 1, 2, and a 1. Jesus.
It's a +6 and +7. Okay, is it my turn?
Yes, it is now your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use my action to poison the dagger.
Okay.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes. Jesus. I need to make a Constitution saving throw, and a 16 passes.
Fuck. 5.
5 damage.
5 damage plus a d6 because I have Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
What is it? Is it 1d6? Yep.
I heard that coke crack.
12
Aiden.
damage. Oh, 6 damage. 11 damage.
What?
11 damage. I heard that coke crack. For you making your.
No coke cracked.
Was I thought you were making another whiskey and coke.
No, dude. I had a full protein shake bottle of whiskey and coke. I'm still working through that, man.
Oh, dude, I heard a can crack somewhere. I thought it was you.
Well, I'll do 11 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I bought it 2 later.
So
Good boy.
you stab him, he kind of lets out a nasty roar, and is gonna lunge.
He likes it.
Is that the end
He
of your turn?
counts.
You said
Yeah.
he's gonna lunge at you and make a bite attack. Swear to
Okay.
God, this better be above a 3. It's an 18, so it's 25. Does 25 hit?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Awesome. That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
Oh, okay.
And then
Okay.
as he kind of bites at you, he's gonna try and claw at you with his bonus action. So let's see. And that is a 23. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
Love to see that. And that is going to be 5 points of damage.
Uh,
And that's the end of his turn.
okay. I'm just going to attack him with my Serpent Sting.
Okay.
There's a 21 hit.
Yes, it does.
D4, 1d4 plus 3. 7 damage plus 9 damage, and I'm going to go to my second attack. So that is does a 9 hit.
It does not.
So I deal 9 damage.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
He?
Oh no, it's 10 damage because I get 1 bonus attack, 1+1 bonus attack. Sorry.
Okay.
It's in the Serpent Sting. You can see it.
Yep. Is then... Alright, he's going to use another bite attack at you.
How
And-
does he still have HP? God damn.
This is a big battle-torn lion. Like, he has been through some shit. He's got some high constitution, man.
I then.
Nah, you'll be fine. Does a 9 hit?
No.
Okay, he's then going to make a claw attack at you for his bonus action. That's a nat 20. Does a 26 hit?
No, of course it fucking does.
Okay, so that's going to be...
10 damage?
Uh,
Nope.
That's going to be 15 points of damage.
Holy shit, I have 6 HP.
That's crazy. I roll a 20 and then a 6 on the d6.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to just say fuck it and reball. I'm going to equip my Fury of the Forgotten for one of my actions. Oh, do I need to?
No, you
have
don't
my
need to. You don't need
action
to
for
use
that?
your action to pull it out.
Okay, I'm going to enrage myself with a bonus action.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
did that roll? There's a 16 hit.
it does.
Okay, so 6.
I need to make sure. Is this the one? Yes, it is. So I need to make a Constitution saving throw, real quick,
Yeah.
as well, to see how much damage you're actually gonna do. And it's a 13, so it doesn't pass.
Hell yeah.
So,
Okay, so it does
2d6,
10 damage for the attack.
and then plus
and
an
it
additional
does
2d6, and then an addition. Actually, roll 3d6.
11. So that's 15 damage. And then for my Hunter's Mark.
And also, you have an additional
6.
d6 for taking an additional d6 for the slashing if you
Hunter's
fail the
Mark.
Constitution.
Oh, I thought so
'Cause
it's 5d6.
Yes.
2, 4, 5. Okay. So it's 21 damage. Then I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Do you show me the roll 5d6?
I need to make a Constitution saving throw, real quick,
Okay.
and that is an 18, so that one passes. So you're only gonna roll 4.
Okay. So it's just 4d6?
Mhm.
Okay, so I deal 31 points of damage.
So as you go and you swing this flaming greatsword, you've enchanted it with your rage, and it's the insignia lights up with red, and then it takes flame. And you go and you slash at this lion, and it is afraid of the fire. It's kind of like the Hound in Game of Thrones. It's like it's trying to retreat, and you go and you swing, and you just take its head off,
Hell yeah.
and it falls to the ground.
I do the gladiator. I do not entertained walk around as I go head back to my cage.
Fair enough. All right, we're gonna go into our
As I sheath my sword.
Nice. I'm so happy you finally used the sword. I legitimately thought you were just never gonna use it. And I was like,
No,
that is
I
quite
mean-
possibly your most OP weapon.
Well, I mean, I can do 20 damage with poison, and I was like,
Yeah, but
fuck it, why not?
you can do 20 damage with poison, but you can do up to like, if you crit, you can do like 42 or 43, and then you can do 32 if you don't crit with this. Up to
Yeah.
it. So that's like, that was just why I was like, wow. Fair enough. Alright. We're gonna move on to our next cutscene. Well, this was certainly interesting. Such a shame, though. Now, on to our next fight. Many of you know him by reputation. Many moons ago, he was feared as the deadliest gunslinger in Arconia. He is the child of Even the Lucky, the want-to-be Godslayer. I give you the cursed demigod. As Clyde's cell door opens, he dashes into the arena. Upon observing Theron, he fires an air blast straight at him. However, a magical barrier absorbs the blast. Theron grins at Clyde. And now for his opponent. This man is quite new to the fighting pits. Despite his stature, he has forged a fearsome reputation. He is the son of the greatest smith, the soldier of steel and faith. I give you the Hammer of Nefara. Munder's cell door opens, and he begins lumbering out. Well, you wanted a proper fight. I guess this is as good of a place as any. And now we move on to Munder versus Clyde. The fight we have been waiting to see again from these two. Let me drag you guys into this one. Almost forgot about that. There you go. Alright. Oh. I've been waiting for this fight. I always love a good Munder versus Clyde. The two most OP of the group. Actually, I guess Kunk has become pretty OP now with the weapons. Alright. We're gonna roll initiative.
All right.
I got a 17.
We call this PvP.
Yes.
I'm gonna use my luck on that.
Of all the things.
What am I doing?
17. I got a natural 17. So it's still fair.
And I have the higher deck.
Huh?
Is it a total 17 or just
No,
like,
not
It's
17
it's
that he
a
rolled.
it's a straight 17 that I rolled.
rigged?
He has a +0 for initiative, man. It's just kind of the way it rolled. All right. It's on to Munder's turn first, which I've been waiting for. He is going to run up to Clyde and press the button for a bonus action to to ignite the Hammer of 1,000 Forges. And he is going to swing at Clyde. Does a 21 hit?
No.
You motherfucker.
Fucking hate when you do that. dude.
I'm literally just
Does a
gonna lose.
21 hit?
I'm literally just gonna lose because he's gonna be impossible to hit and I can't hit him. It's just gonna be that over and over again.
Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, it's going to be like the last time where you just kind of dash around and I can't get close to you until you finally give up. All right. So, let's see. I need
What a fight!
1d8 plus 3 plus 2d6.
There's a 3 hit.
So that's 6. So that's 11 points of damage. And that's going to be the end of Munder's turn.
Action to snap my own neck.
See, that's the thing. Clyde is easily the best fighter that we have on this whole party. Yet Munder is just so high AC and can also put out great damage. Not
It's
as
like
great,
punching a tank.
but yeah, it's literally punching a tank. He's just kind of cooked.
It's like fighting an Abrams.
It's literally like the Mountain versus Oberyn, is what it is.
I would like to give. Can I see this fight?
No, you're trapped in your cell. That's like a stone
No.
tablet.
No.
Doesn't matter. Let's just get it over with. Both miss.
Yeah,
Second
that's important.
attack, 20.
Oh, 20 does hit. So the air blast will hit.
Wow, one hit.
Hey, man.
Good
You
luck
do-
getting that.
I'm
You
not
do a lot of
excited
damage.
for this fight. This fight is stupid.
You know what?
4 damage.
Why did that sound like the Minecraft like falling noise?
Man.
And last attack.
If it-
Miss.
If it makes you feel any better, you were
It doesn't.
originally going to have Hadar, but because of the output of damage that you had, I realized that you were just going to one-shot it, so I figured Munder would be a better opponent for you.
Why would? Yeah, I guess I wanted to fight anyway. So
Yeah, like they like to fight each other. So 19 hits. Okay. So
7 points. Bludgeoning damage.
how much? What's the combined total of points?
11.
11. All right. All right. Is it the end of your turn?
Key point patient defense.
you just need 4 more turns like this one to kill him.
Yeah. Pretty much, actually. Yeah. All right. What's patient defense do?
Pretty sure it gives him disadvantage.
Oh, okay. Take the dodge action on the bonus action. Okay.
Yeah, so unless I'm knocked out of this position, I'm pretty sure all attacks made against me have disadvantage.
Okay. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
He is going to use his bonus action to send the spikes out. And he is going to make a swing at you with both hands this time instead of just one. You know, the first one was the jab. This one's going in for the haymaker. Oh, and disadvantage. So does a 12 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay. That's the end of his turn. As he goes and he swings, and the spikes and the flames kind of roar above your head as you kind of like lean back, and almost like the Matrix, you kind of just dodge it, and he just kind of swings it back and looks at you, ready for the next one. Just kind of, he's almost excited to see what kind of punches you're gonna throw at him.
That is oddly my first dodge action. I have not used that yet.
To be fair, you haven't had a need to. You've been taking out opponents left and right.
Not wrong. Alright, well, let's hit him with the fucking lots of numbers. Key point flurry of blows, might as well.
Fair enough.
And because I did forget last turn. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not forget. I was just like, I forgot to take my extra attack last turn. And I was like, no, I didn't, because I didn't take flurry of blows. Alright. First attack. 23. And a 15. 23.
So the 23 is gonna hit.
You know, we'll just count how many hit. So we're at 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's a miss.
That's a miss for both. And the 19 is gonna hit, so that's 2 hits. Neither air blast, but both punches.
Oh,
Wait.
shit.
I thought you used Fury of Blows, so you had 3 punches. Do you have 4? Oh, you have the
The
extra
melee
attack.
user were level 5.
Yep, you're right. That's on me. Holy shit, you got
Yeah.
so you got 4 hits on that and 2 of them are crits. Man.
Damn.
All
I
right.
rolled 4 nat 20s tonight.
Yeah, I've rolled 2 crit ones.
Good.
I think I've rolled
Good.
2 of those as well.
Fuego.
All right, first 2 regular, 11, and then 30 total. $36 points of bludgeoning damage total.
Fuck. All right. Ah.
The get back his head.
Oh man, yeah. I hate to break this to you, but the cutscene determines who wins. But this fight is truly wins in the whole thing. But you'll know if you win this one. All right.
You'll know in your heart.
Yeah, you'll
Looking
know.
ass. Fuck you.
You're telling me you wrote down. You're telling me you wrote down Munder 1?
Not necessarily. You both win, but
Mm-hmm.
he
With
just
the power of friendship.
well, yeah. Anyway.
We refuse to fight.
Anyway, no spoilers.
We are a family.
No spoilers, dude. That was a guess. You just
All right.
spoiled it by saying that.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
All right. He swings his hammer at you, both with spikes and in flames. And so that is going to be, let's see, plus 3, 9 plus 2d6 or 3d6. Yes, 3d6. 9 plus 7, that is 16 points of damage.
I'm gonna use a reaction to use my my healing hands and restore 5 of that, so make it 11.
Okay. And then for his bonus action, he's going to swing at you again with one hand as he's kind of spun around a bit. And let's see. 26. Wow. Does an 8 hit?
Does not.
All right. Well, that is the end of Moonder's turn.
All right, time for another Gum Gatling.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
I love that I finally have some fucking key points in my system.
Yeah.
All right, first attack. Holy fuck.
Dude, fuck off. All right. Both of them hit, and he doesn't have enough health to really.
Let's just find out. Is there going to be any more?
All of those hit, and so all but 2 of those attacks hit.
Jesus. I'm rolling insane tonight.
I'm gonna say that you managed to incapacitate him in this fight. However, on to the next cutscene.
Cutscene always fucks me over.
Yeah, hey man, you know you won the second one. He won the first one, you won the second one. There's gonna have to be a third to determine who's the real champion. Eventually. Anyway. Munder slams his warhammer into Clyde's chest, knocking him down. Munder stands over Clyde, grinning. Good. Now finish him. No. This fight is over. I concede. There is no conceding tonight. This is to the death. If any of you are brave enough to face me here, I shall happily deliver you to Ys to await Fior's judgment. But if you wish to avoid Uther's wrath, you will accept this fight has concluded. I will not slay a comrade, but I will happily deliver a swift justice to your sorry ass. The crowd erupts into cheers and starts chanting Munder's name. A look of pure hatred and disgust spreads across Theron's face. Fine! Back to your cells! Theron tries to compose himself. For the next matchup, we have a beautiful reenactment of history. From the southeast of Arconia, I bring you a man who fought in the Roman War. This is no ordinary man. No. This is one of Asani the Healer's chosen. And he was the son of a bitch who almost got me. Introducing the champion of Nefara. The crowd's cheers grow increasingly louder as Chris steps out of his cell and into the arena. Now, we only thought it fitting to give a fight fit for a champion and veteran. Everyone here loves her rage. She hails from Daxus and is the daughter of the former barbarian king Joka. She is the contender for the barbarian crown and the strongest fighter Arconia has ever seen. Tonight, I give you the Queen of Calamity, Hessa. Chris watches as the cell across from him explodes and rocks fly across the arena. As the dust clears, he watches a 6'4" muscular barbarian woman walk out with a giant grin on her face. All right. So technically, Clyde, you did win that because Boonder also conceded. So
Fuck you.
okay, fair enough. Yeah, I understand.
That's made me super depressed.
You know what? That's fair. I also feel the same.
I rolled against impossible fucking odds.
And you know
Okay,
what?
hold on.
And then I
Don't say impossible odds when you get to roll like 12 dice a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's impossible,
Yeah,
guys.
you rolled eight dice per turn. And
Can you blame me when my prior experience to fighting this man was just not hitting him?
no, I'm not saying I'm not mad at all, but don't say
No,
impossible odds.
I'm saying that to Grant. Impossible odds is completely valid when my first experience was just doing nothing to this man.
I'm telling you, by virtue of volume, the chance of you losing that fight was none.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, you know, I did do some pretty decent damage to him. I mean, how much damage did I do? But
Yeah, I lost 22.
oh yeah, so you saw 20. You saw like half health. Never mind. Dude, he in one turn he brought me down from 40 to 4. I was like, oh, awesome. And then you went and you rolled 8 dice and 7 of them hit, and I was like, I'm not taking the damage. I'm not. I was like, there's no point for it. But anyway, honestly, one of my favorite characters that we're going to be having here, Hessa, will be going up against Chris, the daughter of his sworn enemy, the daughter of the man who killed his fiance. And she has a hunger in her eyes to take him down. Roll initiative.
20.
That's pretty damn good initiative. Yeah. 20! Yeah, 19 plus 1, we probably, god damn it.
We tied. What do we do?
Alright, is
we
it
re-roll?
who has the higher dex, I guess, right?
Dex, it's probably not
Yeah.
gonna be me.
I have a plus 1.
I also have a +1.
Then it's just a straight D20 roll off.
Okay.
Flip a coin. Flip a coin.
D20 roll off. You roll first.
No mods.
No mods.
9. Oh, jeez.
6. Alright, you go first.
Oh, okay.
Jesus, man.
So this might be an even matchup.
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna do this really cool thing where I actually start out by casting Spirit Guardians. So that has this really cool effect where if they come within 15 feet of me, either they enter or I enter the space. Like if I move towards her and she enters, or she moves towards me and enters, or if she ends her turn in my space, she takes 3d8 radiant damage unless she makes a 14 or higher Wiz saving throw, in which she only takes half damage.
Holy
Tuffy.
shit.
That's
Yeah.
pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna kill
I've-
this in game.
Crazy?
in game, guys.
All right.
So,
I was
yeah,
crazy once.
so that will be my action. And I will end my turn there. As I
It's a 10. It's 10.
Bro said, "Come at me if you dare."
Yeah, that's a 10 because I'm pretty sure she's already within 15 feet of you, right? Or
no, she's 20. Yeah.
oh, okay, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
So that's her turn.
Oh. Wait, that's your turn. You said she hasn't moved in.
Oh
with
yeah, no,
him.
that's the end of my turn. Oh, you were rolling to see if
I thought she was in the range. That's
no,
why.
No, she's just 20 away.
Oh,
But
okay.
I've basically set up a perimeter around myself.
Hmm.
But I'm already ready for my next turn, and you're gonna be a little more upset about it. But we'll see.
Okay. You know what? Because you did that, fuck you. She's gonna run away, take a couple steps back, and she's gonna draw out her short bow.
Mhm.
And she's gonna make an attack on you with her short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 15 doesn't hit.
It does not hit.
Okay. She's
Is that
gonna
the end
use
of
her
her turn?
bonus. Oh, she has this another action,
Mhm.
and she's going to make another attack roll. But that's a 10.
Yeah, sounds good.
She's gonna use her bonus action,
Uh-huh.
make another attack roll. That's a 12.
Sounds
Literally
good.
the worst barbarian to ever live.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gave me a barbarian, so I just set up a defensive perimeter, which is Fuego. of
Ah,
course.
God.
Is
Dude.
that the end of her turn?
Yeah, that's the end of her turn.
So here's this really cool thing: is Spirit Guardians is a concentration spell, but you know what isn't a concentration spell is Guiding Bolt. So I can simultaneously cast that off. So I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt, which has a +6 mod. Does a 15 hit?
She should be mostly unarmored.
Yeah, she doesn't.
He's,
It
he's
hits.
learning the ways of
It
the
hits.
cleric.
Okay, cool. I'm casting this second level,
God damn.
which is going to be 5d6.
Okay.
When
with,
you read your character, it's a wonder what you can
So
accomplish.
she's going to take 18 fucking damage, big dog.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Not bad.
She's going
Like,
to.
no reaction.
All right, so she's going to have at least 60 health. Fantastic. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Get fucked, pussy.
pretty much.
Well, I mean, look, I took away the barbarian's greatest fucking asset. They can't come near me without taking damage, like no matter what. So I'm in a good fucking position here. Cool. All right. And that will end my turn.
Oh, I've just realized my sneak attack is 2d6 and not 1d6. Whoops.
What is the saving throw I'd have to make? You said? Okay, I couldn't remember.
14 or higher. It says Wiz 14, which I assume is 14
Wiz.
or higher.
Okay, wisdom. Got
Yeah.
it.
I don't think barbarians are that fucking smart, which is also. a good
She's
thing.
actually a very wise barbarian.
Fuck.
Now I know, surprising, but she actually is.
Can I mentally cripple her?
No. Okay. Let's see. Okay. She is going to use her bonus action to rage.
Mhm.
And she's going to say fuck it and run at you with her great axe.
Mhm.
And she's going to make a wisdom saving throw real quick.
Mhm.
One moment. And that's a 14, which passes. So that's only half damage. So,
Okay. So I still have to roll 3d8, I believe it is. 1 second.
Wait, I thought it was
This is a spell. It's 3d8 radiant, but since the Wiz save passed, it's only half damage.
Yep,
So
yep.
I'm still gonna roll it and just have it.
Yep.
3d8. So she takes 15. Are we taking it at 7?
7.
Yeah, 7.
Okay.
I'm not gonna count the 15 as an 8.
Okay. And she is then going to attack you with her great axe.
Okay, yeah, you did not already roll for that. Okay.
No. Does a 19 hit.
It does hit.
Okay. And so that is going to be d12 plus 4. That's going to be 11 points of damage.
Okay. I heard 12 plus 4. I was like, oh.
And that is going to be the end of her turn.
Okay. Do I save my spells here? I do. I do. What does the most average damage? I'm gonna use Uther's Mighty Mace.
Okay.
That does not hit.
It does not.
Okay, and then let me check something real quick. Spirit Guardians. Okay. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to attack with a dagger. Because I have 2-weapon fighting, so if I attack my first, I can use a light weapon.
Mm-hmm.
My dagger is a +4 mod as well, so that doesn't fucking hit. Okay, and
Yep.
that ends my turn.
All right. Cool. So as you go and you swing at her with your mace, you're starting to get angry too. Just the sight of her disgusts you. You start swinging, and you stop concentrating on where you're aiming. You're just kind of swinging aimlessly, and she's able to kind of dodge it as you become kind of predictable with your swings. She is now going to attack you with her great axe again. Still in rage, and let me double check to make sure I don't have. I can't remember if I have advantage on that. I don't think. No, so that's a 15. So I'm assuming that hits.
15 does not hit.
Okay, cool. She is going to use her second action to swing again.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 22 hit?
It does hit.
All right. 4. That is going to be 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Let me see. She still has her bonus action.
Does she have 2 actions and a bonus?
Yeah, because she's a
Okay.
fighting one. She's also level 5. So
Okay, I'm unfamiliar with the game of a barbarian, so.
One moment. Hey, Silas. A grapple can't be used as a bonus action, correct? So let's Google it.
No.
Okay. So
So I grabbed my cat and now he's missing his collar. So I'm looking for that while this is going on.
all right, then that's gonna be the end of her turn.
Okay, make a wisdom saving throw for me. If you end your turn in the radius, you make a wisdom saving throw as well. It's enter from either party or you ending your turn in the radius.
That's an 11.
11. All right, 3d8 fully it is, which is have I not fucking rolled that already? Hello, history. Oh, it's down here. That is going to be 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to do a 3rd level guiding bolt. Is what I'm going to do actually.
Okay.
So same mod, but it's a 66. So does a 13 hit?
No.
Okay. Okay, I see. Let me double check my bonus actions here. Is this unconditional? Hold on. I am checking a spell. I have a spell called Lesser Restoration. It says you touch a creature and end one condition on it. Oh, end one. Never mind. I'm Thor.
Mhm.
I am going to use Shield of Faith on myself,
Okay.
which will give me +2 AC for
20.
Actually, no, I'm not going to use that actually
Oh, okay.
because that's concentration and that ends my Spirit Guardian.
Smart.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use a healing word on myself, which is a 2d4 plus spellcasting mod. What is my spellcasting mod? Is that Wisdom, or
I think that's built in already, is it not?
oh, probably actually. Now that you,
Yeah.
uh,
It's the math is mathin'.
yeah. I'll use a first level healing word, which is a 2d4 plus 6. So I heal 10. Oh, that's not nice. Give me a 1. Okay, that ends my turn.
Okay. Right. She is going to use her action. Surprisingly, she's going to use her action to her first action to swing at you with her great axe.
No way.
It's an 11 hit.
No.
She is then going to use her second action to attack again.
Mhm.
Does a 22 hit.
Unfortunately.
That's what I like to hear. All right. So, there's going to be 7 points of damage.
Okay. Not 78. Good lord.
Now,
Yeah, fat fingered it.
yeah. And that's going to be the end of her turn.
Okay. If I have a spell
Mhm.
that allows, also roll wisdom saving.
Yep. $17.
Okay, so it's half 3d8. So we'll do. My history is gone. That's unfortunate. So you're gonna take do 7 again.
Okay. So as she swings at you, she takes you can hear a scrape on the armor, and you feel like just a dent. That one hurt a bit.
Okay.
But you're obviously your little spell you got going on, you little spellcaster, little bitch. She also feels the damage from the radiant damage.
My bad. I'm starting to realize how to use my spells. Sorry.
No, you're good, man. I'm just giving you shit. That's all I'm doing.
If I have an attack or a spell that works purely off of touch, does that require a roll?
I will require it for a roll for this one. Yes.
Okay. Okay. If that's the case, then I probably won't use that, and I'm just gonna do another second level guiding bolt.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Does a 25 hit?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Oh, dude, I almost nat 20. Fuck. Okay, and that's gonna be 5d6 plus just 5d6. So she's gonna take 20 points of damage.
Nice. You go and you just cast the thing right at her, and she kind of falls to one knee. And just like that hurt her a lot, and she's kind of looks at you with teary eyes a bit, and you are so blinded by rage you can't see it, and start swinging your mace at her within a fury. We're gonna move on to our cutscene. All right. Congratulations, beat Hessa. The barbarian beauty. All right. A sudden rage takes over Chris. Despite all his efforts, despite his years of practice, he loses control. He begins to swing at Hessa over and over, each swing fueled by more rage. Finally, he slams her with his shield, knocking her to the ground. As he stands over her, ready to deliver the final blow, he notices legitimate fear in her red-orange eyes. Her lips begin to quiver, and Chris's rage surfaces. For all his anger, all his hatred of barbarians, he cannot bring himself to enter. Something about her is different than the ones in the war. And yet, she is still the child of his sworn enemy. Come on, champion! Finish her! The crowd begins to boo. But this is not at Chris. No. This is directed at Theron. Pleads from the crowd echo throughout the arena, begging Chris to spare Hessa.
I know you hate me and my people, and for that I cannot blame you. You have suffered years of war and insurmountable losses due to my father. But if there is an ounce of compassion in you, hear my words. I am not your enemy. Spare me now and meet me after the event is done. I may not be able to bring you justice for the war, but I can help you prevent another.
Chris's hands begin to shake. No matter how much he wants to be done with this, his body is fighting him. For what seems like hours, he stands there, fighting with all of his strength to bring his mace crashing down. Finally, he gives in. He tosses his mace to the side and backs away from Hessa.
Thank the gods.
The crowd erupts into cheers and begins to shout Chris and Hessa's name. Damn you all, Krushkiel! It seems we have some soft hearts in tonight's tournament. I guess we will go to the real battle then. For our final fight, we have a matchup between two notorious Perennians. You all know this one as an entertainer who has won your hearts with song. But I know him for a thief who has stolen your gold and very lives with his tricks. He was my father's right hand, the bastard of the Blind Creek, and the thorn in my side. I give you the pompous poet of Peridia. The crowd rejoices as Victor steps into the arena, his face twisted in a ravenous smirk, his eyes begging for chaos. Now one for his opponent. He is a monster, a truly grotesque and hateful creature. Tonight, I bring you the Wraith of Westria, your new kingpin. Theron jumps down from the balcony, landing in front of Victor. He reaches over his shoulders and unsheaths two glowing sickles. He beckons Victor, while a vicious smirk forms on his face. It is at that moment also when you can hear where I nearly passed out from voicing Theron when I said the pompous poet of Perinia. I had pretty much... I went very lightheaded after that, and there was a little bit of a break between.
Yeah, I heard you breathing like, I'm like, is it okay?
That I don't think
He
you
was
understand.
puffing and puffing.
I don't think
This
you
guy
understand the
took my
strain.
That boy was trying to blow the house down. I don't know if you heard it.
That strain from voicing Theron is brutal.
Is that why it's so fucking windy up here, dude? Jesus.
Yeah, no. It was just like, when I was voicing, I was like, that was the voice I had it for Theron initially in my mind. I didn't do it right the first time. I took Grant's advice on how to do it the second time, and it was good, but it wasn't quite what I was looking for. And I found the right balance for this one finally. All right, Mama Panda. You know what? You're goddamn right. I wear that with a badge of honor. All right, or a badge of, that's a point of pride for me. So, suck it. Anyway. On the rolling initiative. The final fight of the night. We are excited for this one. The fight everyone has been waiting for many sessions. 14. Okay. God damn it, that's a 4. I rolled a crit 1 again.
Classic.
You
Dude.
love to see it.
Honestly, fuck Darren. Yeah. Right there. All right. Shit. It is your turn.
Okay. I going to rush up to him, pull out actor's armament, second form, rapier of Ronin,
Okay.
and I am going to attempt to stab him directly in the chest.
Okay. Wait, are you gonna use your bonus action or no for Faithful's Fury?
No.
Okay.
So I get a +3 to attack and damage rolls. And a +8 DC.
Wait,
so I'm
what?
loving that.
Wait, what?
+8 on my hit DC.
Well, I know a +8, but I was talking about the where'd the +3 come from?
You gain a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon.
Yeah, that's factored in with the 8.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to know? It's just buried in the fucking description. Still using it. So +8.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, it will.
Yeah? Yeah, well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 1d8 plus 5. 9.
Okay.
And then since it's a finesse weapon, I can just also do that as my bonus action as well, correct?
Yes.
Well, you're going to see a little bit of deja vu here. Does an 18 hit?
It does.
Okay, so we're going to go back to the good old 1d8 plus 5. Does a 12 do any damage? The answer is
Does
yes.
a 12 do any damage? That's how I was real confused by that question. I was like, what? Yeah.
And then that is the end of my turn.
As you kind of puncture him at the rapier, he looks at you and his eyes are just wide, and there's like he has this great smile, and there's blood covering his teeth. He is enjoying this. He is looking forward to killing you right now.
21 damage. I would not be as happy as he is.
He doesn't give a shit, man. He's the embodiment of the indomitable human spirit.
I see.
All right. He is gonna make 2 attacks with the sickles. He's gonna use. Well, actually, hang on a second. Let me just double check to make sure. Yeah. So he is going to make 2 attacks. Does a 17 hit?
Yes, it does.
Does a 6 hit?
No.
Okay. So one of these will hit you. He's gonna, as he slices with his sickle, it'll do d4 plus 5. That's 8 points of damage.
Wait. Why is my health still 29?
Your health is at 34
What?
for me. Just start it at 34. It's fine.
Oh. Okay, mine says 29. I don't know why my character sheet isn't updated.
Yeah, yours is at 34. I'm not sure quite. You may have reloaded it at level 4 or something like that. But
It says level 5. That's why I'm so confused.
I don't know. It's at 34.
Whatever.
And then
It's at 34.
Yeah.
Now it's at what?
26.
26. I'm just gonna add 5 back. That way on my screen it says 26.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Is that it for him?
That will be the end of his turn.
Okay. I am going to cast Thunder Wave. And you need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a 6.
So you do not take half damage. You take full damage
Mhm.
on 2d8, which is 8.
Okay.
And now I am going to, as my bonus action, I am going to attack with my Rapier of Ronin once again.
Okay.
So I'll go back to that. Does a 21 hit?
Yes, it does. Jesus Christ,
Yes, it
man.
does.
The
Yes,
hell are
it
you
does.
rolling?
What you gave me.
That's fair. You know what? That's a good point.
1d8 plus 5. So that's 11 damage.
Mhm.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. He is going to, as you kind of like puncture him again, and you kind of hit him with the thunder wave or whatever it was. He's
Thunderwave.
yeah, he's hurt, but it's almost like he doesn't feel it at all. Like while there's physical strain on his body, his face shows no pain. He is savoring every single second of this. He is absolutely hungry to give you a final blow. Not like that. Pause.
No. Let him do it.
All right. Does an 18 and a 20? Not 20. So 24 hit. Do either of those hit?
Yes, they both hit.
All right. That's what I love to see. D4 plus 5. So we'll roll 1 without. So that's 8 damage, and then 1 because I rolled that. So that's going to be 7 plus 8. That's 15 damage.
Okay.
Holy shit.
So I'm going to. Is that the end of your turn?
That is the end of Theron's turn, yes.
Okay.
As he slashes at you, you feel these gashes. Just like it almost feels like it's. God, this is not a good phrase to use after the thing I just said before, but almost like it's sucking the soul out of you a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God. All right. It's on to your turn.
So I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself. You are a strong and capable man. You are a strong and capable man. So 2d4 plus 3. So I heal myself for 9.
Okay. What's your health looking like? Just out of curiosity.
Why?
Just curious.
How good was your last turn, damage-wise?
15.
No, like,
Oh.
of his, like, maximum capacity. Like, how good?
On the lower end.
If he has, like, a really good run, I won't survive.
That's fair.
Okay, so that was my action.
On to our cutscene.
For my bonus action, then a drum roll, please. You guessed it. We're gonna attack with the Rapier of Ronin.
Mm-hmm. Totally thought I was gonna do Vicious Mockery.
No. I need damage.
Yeah. You'd be rolling.
Does an 18 hit?
It does. Yes.
Yeah, I would hope. 13 damage.
Okay. All right.
Here's the thing about my opponent.
Mm-hmm.
You can just end the fight whenever. Like, his health actually doesn't matter.
That you're goddamn right. It does. I have not assigned him any health at all. Hessa was actually the only one with health. And Munder. And Munder. That's how I'm gonna start doing these fights. Is whenever it feels like a good stopping point is when I'll end it.
Fair enough.
That's just the way the turntables, you know.
Yep, I do know. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. All right. He is going to slash at you with only one of his sickles. As he does the motion with like the knife across the throat, motion, and he does like a face of like screaming in terror to mimic what Jacques looked like when he died. And
Jesus.
he's gonna slash
That
at
was
you.
your father.
No, it's Theron's father, but Theron hated his father.
Fair enough.
I mean, he did kill him. let's be real, he did kill him.
True.
And he's gonna slash at you with one of the sickles, and that'll be. Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
All right. Yes, let's go. I know I shouldn't be excited for these things, but God, I love this. That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
8.
Yep.
Okay. Light work, no reaction. I don't want to use healing word and drag out the fight.
Well, I'll be real. Never mind.
How about this? I'm going to cast Command. And I'm going to command Theron to halt. So roll a wisdom saving throw.
All right. I'm actually gonna roll this on my iPad because I don't want the chat. See, I want this to be suspenseful. I want this to be very suspenseful. One second.
I mean, I am in suspense. I'm almost catatonic at this point.
All right, 1 second.
Bro has to pull my character sheet so he knows
No.
how high he has to lie about the roll. No.
Now, I know you're not gonna believe me, but I don't give a shit. It's an 18.
Okay, well, he passes, so it doesn't work. So for my bonus action, I am going to, you guessed it, you know him, you love him, Rapier of Ronin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Does a 17 hit?
It does. Yeah.
I see. Okay. For 11 points of damage.
Okay.
I know that was completely meaningless, but it feels good to do.
Is that the end of your turn?
That would be the end of my turn, yeah.
As you stab him with your sword, he kind of falls to one knee for a second, and as you remove it, he looks up at you, the bloody smile now dripping from his mouth and onto his chin. His eyes are beaming gold, and he uses sickles and slashes at your wrist, causing you to drop your sword. And as you draw your daggers out, we go into the next cutscene. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know, right? I know. It's crazy. Theron begins to slash over and over at Victor. Victor attempts to parry the devastating blows with his daggers, but gets quickly overwhelmed. After many hits, Theron rips one of Victor's daggers free. Victor counters and slashes at Theron's wrist, causing him to drop one of his sickles. Back and forth they slash, until Theron kicks Victor, knocking him down. As Theron goes for the final blow, Victor scoops up sand and throws it in Theron's eyes. Theron drops his sickle, his eyes burning. Victor grabs the sickle and slices across the back of Theron's knees. He falls to the ground, where Victor sticks his dagger into his thigh. Victor watches as Theron's golden eyes flicker and fade to a jade green. He grabs him by the collar.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of the curtains closing. You have performed your final show, Theron. It's time for you to make way for another story. I must say your performance was admirable. Truly, bravo. Unfortunately, though, you won't be getting any standing ovations tonight. So now that the lights are off, the audience gone, and the set clear, do me a favor, will you? I just have a couple of questions for you, from one actor to another. For starters, why were your eyes gold moments ago?
What in Hawthorne's name are you talking about? Victor begins to twist the knife inside Theron. Theron howls in pain. Who are you? Why are you attacking me?
Let's try this again. Why were your eyes golden?
I don't know what you're talking about! Victor begins to twist the knife again. Theron lets out a yell.
Last chance. Tell me what you know.
I don't know! Last I remember, I was leaving my father's chamber after word from King Raishi arrived.
King Raishi's been dead for 5 years.
A look of panic, fear, and confusion smears across Theron's face.
What year do you think it is, Theron?
1987, after separation. What else could it possibly be?
You are telling me you don't remember the last 13 years?
What? I don't know what is going on.
Tell me everything you remember.
King Raishi had sent word threatening my father after he pulled out troops from the war. He said he had the backing of the Tulfis and would launch an attack on Perinia if they did not return to the war effort. I told my father we should send them a message back to show what happens when you threaten the kingpin. He called me temperamental and weak. I left in a fury. I was just so angry, so hurt. Then this voice appeared in my head. It was so godlike. It was asking me to let them in. I could feel myself going angrier and angrier. Finally, I gave in to its wishes. And then I awoke here. Please, tell me, where's my father? I have to find him.
You killed him. 2.5 moon turns passed.
What? No, that can't be true. I would never do that. I couldn't. I don't remember. If that is true, slit my throat and be done with it.
Happily. But I just have one more question for you. Do you know who I am?
I haven't the faintest clue.
My name is Xylo Tulfi. During your slumber, you killed my family. Then you took another from me. You may not have been in control, but you are still to blame. I promised you your Reaper had come to collect, and I have no intentions of breaking that promise. However, I must thank you. Tonight, you have given me a small pleasure and added another name to my list. I will join you in Kroshkiel soon enough, brother. When you get there, tell Jacques who sent you. I want him to be proud of at least one son.
Theron's eyes widen, just as Victor removes the knife from Theron's thigh and slits his throat. Victor then stands up to call to the crowd.
Jacques did not retire like Theron has told you. Instead, he was killed by Theron himself. He sought to take his father's rightful throne and rule over you with an iron fist. Now, many of you know I was Jacques' right hand. I helped rebuild this city alongside him. I've already won the title of Kingpin by right of conquest, but I implore you, the good people of Perinia, to choose me as your new leader. I will not take this throne if you seek another. But you know the good I have already done, and I promise to continue where Jacques left off. I will finish rebuilding these cities and make Perinia one of the safest and greatest islands in Arconia. The choice is yours.
The crowd pauses to think it over for a moment. But a beat later, the crowd erupts into chants of Victor's name. Victor expresses a sigh of relief and a smile. Victor raises the bloody dagger into the air as the chants continue. As this is happening, Chris and Hessa meet outside the fighting pits.
Thank you for sparing me, soldier. I know it cannot have been easy for you.
It was the right thing to do. I made a promise years ago to heal the world, and that's a promise I still intend to keep.
For years, I have heard the tales of the legendary champion of Nefara. It is said you have saved over 10,000 lives alone in the war.
And many more died by the hands of your father. They were my people, my brothers, and I couldn't save them because your father snuffed them out like they were nothing more than ants. So tell me true, did I heal the world by sparing your life? Or did I just toss more wood onto an already roaring flame?
You have every reason not to trust me, and right now, my promise means nothing to you. Yet, that doesn't make it any less binding. My father was a brutal man. He was ambitious and greedy, and he slaughtered hundreds of thousands for his own gain. But I am not him. I have been to Hiroma, not as a soldier, but as an observer. I walked those desolate fields. I traversed every burned and butchered village on that island so I could see the full extent of my father's savagery. What I saw there sickened me to my very core. From that day, I took a vow that I would do no fighting unless it was for the good of the realm.
How can you expect me to believe that? You say you saw your father's savagery, but you didn't. You saw the aftermath, the fruit of his labor. I witnessed it. All of it. I saw him dismantle the dwarven line with the swing of his axe. I saw him put innocent families to the sword. I watched him cut down a defenseless child sorcerer. He was 5 years old. He wasn't meant to be there. He should have never had to see war, especially at that age. But your father and his soldiers forced him to be there. And for what? So you could gain the respect of some god who only craves blood and suffering? How many more people have to die?
Hessa notices Chris's hands begin to shake as tears stream down his cheeks.
You want us to go and fight another war for you, and I won't do it.
I'm not asking you to fight another war. I'm asking you to help me stop one. You hate my father, it is clear to see. I hate him just as much as you do. As well horrible and savage as my father was, my brother, Doxa, is much worse. When my father was killed, he left Daxus in chaos. My brother seeks to tame that chaos and to use it to get revenge on King Rhynel and all of Arconia for my father's murder. The past 5 years, I have dedicated my life to stopping him from gaining power, but I fear he is close to obtaining it. My brother has obtained Saline Shriek, and the one who wields my father's axe is crowned King of Daxus. I know I'm asking a lot, but I have no other choice. Help me defeat my brother and retrieve the axe, and I promise no war will come again.
And what do you get out of this if we help? You will be the Queen of Daxus and unite the island again? How's that any benefit to the rest of Arconia?
A rising tide lifts all ships. My brother is evil, Chris. Arconia has bled since the day that my father landed on Hiroma, and no one has been able to stop the bleeding.
And you can?
No, but I can at least start.
I can't do it. I can't fight against them again.
Hessa squats down and holds Chris's face in her hand.
My poor soldier, you have spent half your life fighting in a war. In your head, you're still there, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes. You are still suffering. That's why you do these adventures, isn't it? It brings you right back to the battlefield. It helps you feel sane, realizing Arconia is still in constant war. And whether you admit it to yourself or not, I can tell part of you craves it. And that is all right. It is nothing too shameful to feel about. Because deep inside of you, all that pain, all that trauma boiled into rage. I can see you're fighting it, trying to suppress it as much as possible. But I saw it. In the arena, it came out. Chris, I beg you, stop fighting it. Use it, control it. Rage is one of the truest forms of emotion. The longer you try to fight it, the more it will tear you apart. I know, because it nearly did the same to me. I cannot watch it happen to you as well.
Chris looks up at her with teary eyes. In her eyes, he sees the same vulnerable look he saw in the arena. For a moment, there's a spark, a driving force binding them together. They are one and the same, two souls merging. And just as that spark starts to grow into a small flame, it is quickly stomped out by the rest of the rogue unit appearing behind them. You alright, Chris?
Damn you, Munder. Yeah, I'm fine.
Really? You seem a little teary-eyed.
I said I'm fine. Guys, this is Hessa. We are going to be joining her to Daxus to defeat her brother from taking over the world.
So, just another moon's turn, huh?
Huh. Pretty much. Wait, where's Victor?
Oh, he got crowned as the new kingpin of Perennia after killing Theron. I think he said he was going to free Melbourne, or was it Hellsword?
Dawson.
Yeah, Hellsword. I don't know, something about running Perennia while he is gone.
He's going to stick with us? I would have thought he would have had to stay here after everything with Tharn was done.
Yeah, he said there's another name he had to cross off his list.
I guess that means our adventures are just beginning.
Alright, and there it is. The end of Act 1.
Let's go.
How
Good
we
shit,
feeling,
everyone.
guys? How we feeling about Act
Go
1?
into that shit. I want to go to bed.
We're an hour and a half under what was expected.
No,
watched
we're half an
so
hour
many
under
TikToks.
what was expected.
I thought we expected 5.
No, I said
four.
4 multiple
Okay,
times.
4, and we still fucked around for like over an hour.
Yeah.
Goated line delivery from Chris there.
Dude, that was the one that you had to keep redoing over and over. And you know what? I
I
think it
know.
turned out really well. You know, I think
so.
Good
too.
writing. So we're not doing this next Friday, right?
next Friday, no, it's Easter weekend. I realistically, I don't think our next session will be until after
7
graduation
months.
for Caden and Grant, which will be in like May, mid-May.
16.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to have to message
17
you about some
is gonna
stuff then.
So, and then we'll probably just do like a
Eventually.
one shot in between that, like after that. I mean.
Yeah, me. Okay, perfect. Well, see
Yeah,
you
I'll be
all
I'll be
later.
gone the second weekend of May.
Do we level up?
All right, we'll talk about that. Yes, you guys will level up. We can do that when we in stream. But chat, thank you guys for watching tonight. Thank you guys if you guys have enjoyed the series. We appreciate you. I know Act 1 was a good one, but Act 2 is where it gets real juicy. It's where everything starts to come into play. I am so excited for it. I'm so excited to start writing it soon. So we will be taking a couple weeks breaks from it. We'll do a one shot around mid-May. We have like weekend. We have Easter and then finals week and all that stuff, and then graduation for 2 of our members. Can we also round of applause for Caden and Grant? They're gonna be graduating college, right? Good on them. Good on them. But
GG's everyone.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys soon.
If anyone has job opportunities, hit me out.
Same. I'm gonna be joining. Yeah, I need some. Have a good one.
yeah. But thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys soon. And let us know in the comments if you're watching on YouTube, or in Spotify. I think that has comments as well. Let us know how you guys feel about it. Give us your estimations about or your guesses on what you think with the Golden Eyes is going on. Obviously, we had a little bit of a scene there, but we want to know from you guys. So, yeah, we will see you guys soon. And yeah, have a good night, everybody.